What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and it's Colosseum Night. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. This is going to be a little different because, well, my computer's acting a fool, so I'm doing this off my phone today. It is what it is. Just going to have to work through the kinks and do the best I can. But yeah, it sucks, but I wanted to make sure I can get this stream done tonight. So, unfortunately, because I'm working through my browser, I can't see. It's not giving me an option to comment properly. Let me see if I do it this way. It'll give me a real option to comment. And no, it's not. So y'all just giving me a second. I got the link. I do have the link, and I need to copy that and paste that. All right. Oh, this sucks. Yeah. My computer's acting up, so I'm doing this off my phone. So this is an experiment, folks. Shit. Post. Okay, post comment. There it is. That's how we posted comment. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just working through the kinks, learning how this works on the phone. But I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. Let's see. All right, I'm still live. Okay. Sorry, I'm just working through the kinks right now. Yes, no, man. Let me figure out how to get this link on here. It's so frustrating. Let's see, layout, stream info. Uh, no, that's not what I want. Uh, let's see. Okay, invite guest. That's what I want. Copy. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just learning how to do this on the phone. Comment. There we go. There's the link to the stream, and y'all can come up. Get the show started. Sorry, I'm doing this off my phone. My computer's hardware is basically failed, and I don't trust to do the stream on it right now. So, if y'all want to come up, there's the link. You can come up. What a guest. And what's going on, Brian? Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I got a story to lead off with for you.
Okay. What's going on, AL?
Here it is. You know how I operate when I want to cover games. I send my request out way in advance and
Right.
send the list of the people who are coming with me. I did it for the um, Chicago Football Classic, and I got to tell that story later tonight.
Okay, nice.
I sent my request to the folks at the Circle City Classic in August when I
Okay.
learned of the date, which was today.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. I sent a follow-up request. I made 3 separate phone calls. One 3 weeks out, one 2 weeks out, and 1 week of, which is this past week.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me the name of the person who was in charge of media. I reached out to said person 3 separate times within a 72-hour span because it was coming up close to, when normal um organizations delegate their press passes.
Right.
You know that some bitch never got back to me.
Wow.
They never got back to me. When BGS said the gynocracy is real, he wasn't kidding. And I'll stay here for a minute. See who's here. I'm listening is in the house. D. Scott is here. Art Newstall, A.L. Evans, they're all here. Um, This is the only thing I don't know how to okay, there's AB.
It's annoying as fuck.
Which is why I don't use my phone anymore.
Well, I ain't got no choice today.
What happened?
My computer's acting up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So y'all hit that cash app so I can get a new computer. What's going on, AL?
What's up, AL?
What's going on? Well, our beloved, most entrusted superhero Black Coach got kicked to the woods here today, fellas.
Yeah, I
I
saw that.
saw
It,
it coming.
but no. I'm gonna just tell you like this. This is simple football 101.
Yep.
You live by the pass, you die by the pass. You don't establish a run game, you're gonna get took to the woodshed. Period, point blank. And they did rely on their arm. Don't get me wrong, we love to do it on and
Right.
it's accuracy and it's touch. But look, you asking 5 linemen, maybe an extra tight end to stay back on all our blitzes and blitz schemes because they know you're not gonna run the ball. You're not trying to run the ball. You're gonna get your ass whooped like that.
And
Dion,
and
need
that's what and that's not the only thing that happened. That offensive line was a sieve. 6 sacks today.
Damn.
Okay. Well, why did the 6 sacks occur? The 6 sacks, before you can always blame offensive line, you must blame the coaching staff. When you neglect to
Mhm.
establish the run game, you're telling your offensive line All right, we're
You
gonna be
trust
pass blocking the whole game, and no offensive lineman wants to pass block the whole game.
you're telling your offensive line you don't trust them to run block.
Pretty
That's what
much.
I saw. That's what I saw today. I mean, Oregon took the opening drive and slammed it right down their throats. They slammed it right. They slammed it right down their throats. When you allow when you allow a team like Oregon, who has always predicated their game on speed as well as power since the Chip Kelly era, to march it down your throat twice, and you basically offer no resistance, you're begging for trouble.
And the
Yeah.
standards of run game also it
Yep.
also saves your defense and your defensive line. So by with the coaching staff just going in and totally neglecting the run game, it's like you're saying F you to your O line and F
Mhm.
you to your defensive line.
Yep.
Ain't no way. Hey, look here. I grew up in a day where it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And
Yep.
I'm gonna establish that before I establish the pass. And yeah, everybody wants to see the ball spin. Oh, he can spin it this way and spin it. Look here. Basic fundamental football is you run the ball first. You run to set up the pass. You never pass to set up the run. Any coach who wants to pass to set up the run is doomed for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Always has been, always will be. And I don't give a damn. You try to throw a guru like, oh, well, what about Bill Walsh? Or what about old boy with the old San Diego Chargers, Steve Gilman? Look at here.
Coriel. Yeah.
Those
John
Air
Coriel.
Korea, those type of coaches are anomalies. And guess what? More,
Mm.
and this is what the
Let me.
unproven record really shows about those type of coaches.
I
They
can
had
easily
more
explain.
subpar records than winning records because guess what? When you live and die by the past, it'll always come back to your heart. Zero said a long time ago. 2 or 3 things don't happen when you pass, and 2 of them are not good.
I can explain. I can easily explain the West Coast offense, and this is what people fail to realize about the West Coast offense. It's not predicated on the pass. If you do it correctly, it's predicated on the run.
Mm.
It's predicated on, look at the 49ers teams from 1981 to 1989. They had running backs, but what they also had in those running backs were running backs that can catch the ball out of the backfield, i.e.,
Mm.
Roger Craig. You're talking about I mean, Bill Walsh was the first um Bill Walsh was the first coach when he installed this West Coast offense to A, predicated on running, and B, have hybrid running backs. It's nothing like what you see today, but the beginnings were there. I mean, how do you
Okay.
explain Roger Craig having a thousand season in 1985? He caught the ball out of the backfield. And here's something that a lot of people miss when it comes to Roger Craig. You know, he led the NFC in receptions in 1985. He had 92.
Really? Wow.
He had 92 receptions in 1985.
That's something.
And he was the first back to rush for 1,000 yards and catch 1,000 yards in the same season. First running back to do it.
Okay.
That's the predication of the West Coast offense. Air Coryell had a bit of it, but he relied too much on Dan Fouts. He had a
Mm.
running back by the name of Chuck Muncie, and he didn't use him. Well, he didn't use him often. I'll say that. He didn't use him often. When the 49ers were getting started with their dynasty, they had Amos Lawrence, they had Linville Elliott, they had Johnny Davis, who they acquired from Tampa Bay, and then of course
Earl
Mm.
Cooper.
they
Don't,
drafted Roger Craig first
don't
out
forget,
of Nebraska
don't
in
forget about
'83.
Earl Cooper. Don't forget about Earl
Yeah,
Cooper,
Earl,
49.
Earl Cooper was a fullback who became Earl Cooper was one of the original hybrids in that West Coast offense. He was a fullback that was converted to tight end, but he did start at fullback. That's the one thing that's missing in football nowadays. That position right there, the fullback,
Fullback. Yeah.
the fullback. Because AL just said Earl Cooper, who was their first main fullback. Of course, y'all remember Tom Rathman. who played for San Francisco for 9 years, and then it transitioned from Tom Rathman to William Floyd.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
you may see running backs lined up all over the field in a 49er West Coast offense, but their number one priority is running the football.
Mm-hmm.
Their number one priority is running the doggone football. Period. And that is what Colorado did not do well today, per AL's point. They played tentative, they played scared, and they relied too much on Shedeur Sanders' arm. Shedeur has a wonderful arm. He can also make plays with his legs and did not do it because the pressure busted their pipes. Period.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is what it is. I thought they might lose today, and it happened.
I was on the station this morning on Vegas Scoreboard
Hey,
Express.
Toya.
That's on K KSHP in Las Vegas. When they told me the spread was 21, I said it wasn't enough
Mm.
because you got the hype of Colorado and you got the skill of Oregon. And this is nothing against Coach Sanders. This is nothing against what Colorado has done the first 3 games. They're going up against the team. They went up against a team that had nothing but skilled players and skill power. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Dan Lanning, and I'm going to shock the daylights out of everybody in the chat with this quote that Dan Lanning did not release until today before they walked down on the field. They're playing for clicks. We're playing for wins. That's from
Damn.
Oregon coach Dan Lanning.
Yeah, it is what it is. They sure did deliver a whooping today.
You know what happened? Remember what happened last week against Colorado State? Colorado State let their foot off the gas and
Mm-hmm.
allowed the Buffaloes that 98-yard drive. They don't allow that 98-yard drive. We're not even having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. Now, see, this is something Dion's gonna have to figure out real fast in this next week.
Yep,
You got,
because the
you
reigning
got,
Heisman
you
Trophy
got,
winners coming in the house.
not just that. You got this real fast, super mighty running back. You got this other little short yardage, thoroughbred back, and then you got this other back. You need to make up your mind who you go throw in the backfield, and you know you need to give him at least 18 to 22 touches. So your son won't have to take a beat no more because
Mm-hmm.
it was self-explanatory. It was gonna be a good coach that would come and say, you know what, I don't give a damn about this scheme, that scheme, enough. Every DB, line up, lock up, man to man. We bring it 7. We bring it 8. We're gonna keep bringing, and we're gonna keep bringing because he. Uh, all I've seen his back do is catch balls at the back.
Mm-hmm.
I I have yet to see his back break off above a 25-yard run. Now the little back,
Mm.
he's exciting. But I think he's trying to save him and treat him like a Dave Meckett. We just gonna throw
Yep.
to him out the back there and say,
Yep.
when you go line up and tell one of these back, I need you to run between the tackles. I need you to run between the tackles. I'll take 2 and 3 yards, 2 and 3 yards. Then and then all right, if you knew you was gonna be getting blitzed this much, what was the tight end? What was the tight end? You wasn't looking for your safety valve. All I saw was
Mm.
short cross shallow passes. And when you get a spread out pass happy team running short shallow crossing pass, you gotta beat because they gonna come up and they gonna lay wood. These DBs gonna come up and lay wood and stop you from getting the first down.
Let me give you a little
And
history lesson here on the Oregon offense. Since the days of Chip Kelly, everybody thinks Oregon loves throwing the football, loves throwing the football. Remember what I said about Bill Walsh? Chip Kelly took a piece of that. What is
Mm.
the main purpose of Oregon's offense? And it's been true over the years since Chip Kelly, now to Dan Lanning. What has been the one main constant? Running the football. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, Oregon came into the day averaging 300 yards on the ground. 300 yards on the ground.
Mm.
Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let me pull up the stats here. I'm gonna throw my Cash App in the chat because I'm about to give y'all an education here. I'll throw both of them in the Cash App.
Hit my Cash App too, so I can get a new laptop.
Oh,
Please.
I may have a laptop for you. I may send you my old one. It's a 4 gig, but I'll have to clean it off and see what I can do with it.
That'll do for now.
Yeah, I'm working on getting a better laptop myself. And y'all hit the Cash App for not only AB to get a computer, but for me to get a gaming computer, since the state of Indiana still won't give me any goddamn aid for a cancer
Ah,
patient.
damn. That's fucked up.
I've been turned down twice. Want to know the excuse? Take a guess. There are 3 correct answers to this, and I'll give you the main one. My wife's salary.
Oh wow. Well, yes, what
Matter
it
of
is.
fact, I mean, Bucky Irving today, 10 carries, 89 yards. Your defense is going to get worn out if you're allowing 8.9 yards per carry.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. That means you're not stopping them at all.
And they weren't stopping him from minute 1. Matter
Ooh,
of fact, as a team today, 6.3 yards per carry. Oregon had 38 rushes for 240 yards.
that's actually how I play Madden though. I rely on that run game
Yep.
and that's when I need to.
38 carry. Listen again. 38 carries, 240 yards.
Yeah, you know what that equals? Oh, Dion gonna run the cowboy shit out of them this week. Oh, they ain't gonna be doing a lot of practice. They gonna be doing a whole lot of running the first 2 days. All right,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna figure out real quick. Come up, make a hit, square up, don't give up no yardage. Hey, offense, we got to move this ball. Y'all got to figure out how to run.
They have to move the ball. Again, 38 carries, 240 yards. They
Yeah,
allowed Troy Franklin 8 receptions for 126 yards. Bo Nix was 28 of 33. 28 of 33. 276 yards. They only forced 1 turnover today, and that was an interception that came in the second quarter. I was supposed to do this game, but I was having success doing Spark for Walmart and doing Uber Eats, and I'm trying to make sure that we keep some money in the house while I try to give my wife some time off, so she doesn't have to do so much.
right.
Y'all want to listen? Or excuse me, Colorado carried the ball 25 times for 40 yards.
That's some
Mm.
bullshit right there. That's a yeah. As a football coach, I mean, look at here. If you're not even trying to establish a run, why are you even not?
They got away from the run after the first 2 times Oregon possessed the ball. They got away from the run the first 2 times that Oregon possessed the ball, and they were down 13-0. Colorado was down 13-0 in a half a quarter.
Damn. Yeah, here's what it is.
They were down 13-0 in a half a quarter. And what did I say last week, folks? What did I say last week? Everyone was so excited about Colorado and the win. I was too, but I immediately coupled it with they were going to get the test of their lives in that madhouse called Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. And BGS, the master teacher, is in the house. What's up, BGS?
Hey, what's going on? I don't know why anybody's surprised coming
I'm
into
not.
the
I
what
wasn't surprised.
coming into the season. What were the two biggest issues with Colorado coming into
Across the front.
across the front on both sides, right?
Both sides.
Yep.
And
Both,
What
Dion
happened?
told,
both
and
sides across
Dion
the front.
told you that's where he was weak. He said, once I get big right there, y'all can cancel Chris. He said, so you
Yeah,
better have
Yeah,
where you
he did. He
he,
did.
So
he-
he's not upset. It's just a simple fact that Goddamn. No tight end, the barely quarterback out. You're not
You
trying to establish the run game, and you're
you
not trying to take the pressure off.
you can't establish a run game without a line. It's
Right.
a waste of time.
This is where Oregon really capitalized. I'll repeat the number again: 38 carries, 240 yards,
Yeah, yeah.
240, 240 yards. And
Yeah,
BGS,
yeah.
you were on the call. You
That's
and
a heck of a number
AB
right
were
there.
a few people on the call with me last week. What did I say immediately after the Colorado State game? They were going to get the test of their lives against Oregon in that madhouse
Yeah.
against an
Man,
established team.
Mm-hmm.
the thing is that's a high quality team. Okay, a real high quality team.
Right.
Yep.
Was it a BCS?
Yep.
Quality team. So basically, if you got any weaknesses,
They're going to exploit
it's
them.
It's
because you
going to be
exploit them.
exploited.
And you come in, basically, it's been a miracle for Coach Prime to get this team to where it is. Okay,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
at some point, the clock's gonna strike 12 on Cinderella,
Mm-hmm.
and it
You
did.
Yeah.
were talking about BGS. You were talking about this, I believe. I believe yesterday. Let me
Yeah.
throw. You were talking about how the media was covering this, and
Yeah.
brilliant of you, to do so. I remember what you said last weekend when we were covering this game, when we were covering Colorado and Colorado State. I
Hmm.
remember what you said about the gynocracy being real. You think they ain't real right now? The
Yeah.
entire goddamn state of Mississippi ain't dancing in the aisles.
Yeah. They're dancing in the aisles, but yeah, I'm sure they're happy,
Yeah,
temporarily because
but
it is what it is.
let me add this for you.
Hmm.
When you spoke of the media, how much are you willing to bet? And I want the chat. I want to light up the chat with this question. How
Mm-hmm.
much do you want to bet that half of the gynocracy media didn't watch one fucking down of this ball game?
You're talking about the Oregon?
Uh-huh.
But I bet you you're probably right.
They
Yeah.
didn't.
He's right about that.
I'm willing to bet you they didn't watch one fucking down of this ball game. And this is what pisses me off about mainstream media part A, and B, why I continue to build the brand that I have. What I do is I cover the sports.
Hmm.
I don't blur the fucking lines. And I was accused right after the game. I was accused of being a Johnny come lately when it comes to this.
Got a lot of noise loose. Yeah.
I was accused because I was talking to someone today. I had a quick a quick discussion after the game while I was on a break with
Hmm.
a few people, and they heard that I was driving. I was doing Uber Eats, and they said, "Man, you didn't watch one down of this game." I had the game on in my car, and I had the Oregon radio call on.
Hmm.
And I went home at halftime. I took some notes. I have them here. I have them here next to me because I'm breaking this down early Monday morning before I even go on
Man,
the air.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing to break down. Okay,
Yeah.
there's really nothing to break down. I told you. Remember you're telling me, what about Oregon? I said if this team
Mhm.
beats Oregon, Deion Sanders can walk on water.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You said that. You said that. 7 sacks today
Yeah,
for the Oregon defense.
yeah.
7.
Yeah. What'd you expect?
Man, this
The
is a video game score.
Okay, the thing is that
It was 35 nothing at the half. It was 13 nothing after the first two times Oregon possessed the ball.
the thing is, you're going to get okay. You have a brand new put together team that's not
Yes.
established, right. Number one,
Yep.
and you have a clever coaching staff that has been covering up your weaknesses. Okay, they
Mhm.
have
Mm-hmm.
been. They've been covering up your holes, and they've been doing a damn good job of it, right? But the thing is, you're going to walk in against a BCS eligible team, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Top of its game, and gunning for you. It's not like they're looking to the next game, right?
Right.
You got game day and all the in ESPN all in Oregon, right? You can see them all there around you, right? And
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and you got a
Talked about
coach.
all this.
You got a coach.
We talked about all
You
this.
got a coach that feels that his team has been overlooked because Deion Sanders is, is all hype, which he is. No,
Mhm.
and he has never said he hasn't been, right?
Right.
Right.
He's all hype. He's trying to get eyeballs. He's here for clicks. Ain't
Mhm.
nobody saying that he hasn't been, right? That's his job,
Right.
okay?
Right.
Yeah.
That's his job.
That's what he's supposed to do.
You get a sold out stadium. You get basically you're probably going to get the top game of the day. Get all these eyes on you. So basically, this is a BCS bowl game, right?
Mhm.
And trust and believe, you can see the quality of talent between the two. Maybe the talent is there, it's just not developed. Okay,
Yeah.
you have a well established, well developed team versus
Mhm.
one that's not.
Right.
They will
And,
get run over, and
and
they
they were,
lucky that they lost by this because it's 35-0 at halftime.
yep.
They
They're
lucky
lucky they only surrendered 7 points in the second half.
yeah,
And that they got a touchdown
because
late in the fourth quarter.
Oregon. Well, number one, they played better, and number two, Oregon took their foot off the gas. Okay.
Never took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, well, they did. They took their foot
Oh,
off
they
the
did.
gas.
Well, at the
Yeah,
end, yeah.
no, they did because otherwise, because if you run,
It'd have been a 70-point game.
it'd have been a 70-point game. Okay.
It'd have been a 70-point game. They would have done to Colorado what they did to Portland State to open
Yeah.
the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were motivated. So basically, this, like I said, if Deion Sanders and that coaching staff had found a way to win this game, I'd have bowed down. I said, you know what, man, I can't mess with you, okay?
No,
Because you were walking on water, okay?
Yep.
Right.
Ain't no way you're supposed to even be close to beating that team, okay?
Here's
man.
what, let me
no, man. How long is Hunter out for? Is he out for the season?
initial injury report said 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, they said he was gonna miss 2 games. That's what I heard. 2 games.
Yeah.
And what is
He-
This was, I said this to a friend today while I was on a route. This was a physical, mental, emotional, and psychological ass whooping
It was, yeah.
that Colorado received today.
and
I
I
will
ain't gonna
tell
lie, they needed it.
Yeah, well, they knew it was coming, man. They're the JV team, okay?
Mhm.
No, but they needed it because I think that you don't realize a loss
They
like
needed to make
today.
up. Yep.
No, but I mean, a loss like today is gonna
Yeah.
make their secondary people step it up.
Not the thing is this okay, this is like anybody's ever fucking coach, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Anybody's ever fucking coach. You know when this team has been overperforming, right? Colorado has been overperforming from day one. Okay. And sooner or later you're gonna run into a team that's motivated, that's not looking past you, that's pure and simple, they're better than you. Okay.
Yeah, they are. They are. They were a better team than them. They got better camaraderie, all like that. But I'm not gonna lie. To me, this is sometimes you need to be smacked real hard to keep you from getting compliant.
You got smacked.
Well, you hopefully
Deion.
hopefully they'll bounce back next week because the thing this
We
is the
got
real
USC coming in the house.
this is the real competition. The thing is, one thing they did say, and I have to agree with them that if you get all the hype and you get all the eyeballs, ain't nobody looking past you. Okay. So them better teams are not gonna come in half-assed. They're gonna come in gunning for it.
What? Well, that's the reason why what happened to us. Remember, I'm from Cleveland. We ain't never had a decent team until we had LeBron. Like literally, they even said, no, for real, it's true. The only time it was like it was Cleveland or nobody else. Like literally, people said we got everybody's A game. That's the beauty of being a team with the most views, most all of that. You bring everybody's A game. Everybody, you get the best out of everybody. Even the bullshit teams, they're gonna give you their best because they know one, it's the most people watching. You're on the big stage. It's like every game is a Super Bowl to them.
Let me tell you the quote that Dan Lanning said pregame. Now, this is one way Coach Prime can learn the psychological game. Not saying he doesn't know the psychological game, but from what I saw today, he knows it as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can't use the same kind of psychological game in an HBCU that you have to use against a team like Oregon.
Why not?
Why not? Right.
I'm gonna ask.
Okay, go ahead.
If you listen to the quote, you'll understand why I put
Okay.
that little caveat in there.
Okay.
Dan Lanning did not say anything during the week to give Dion any bulletin board material.
What
But
you talking?
what he said today
Mm-hmm.
before they took the field,
Mm-hmm.
Lanning said, quote, the Cinderella story is over, man.
Yeah.
They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Of course.
It's good for the press. It's not going to do anything. Basically,
Right.
it's easy. It's easy when you got all the dogs. Okay.
Right.
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 Yep.
It's
Say
easy
all
for
the
you to
chips.
say that shit when you got all the dogs. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Good point.
Right. Say that afterwards.
Yeah. So all you have to do is get your team motivated. You don't have to really worry
Mhm.
about them. They can give them all the bulletin board material in the world. You know, basically, Colorado's best game probably was against Colorado State in their comeback, right? They
Yes.
were going to come out flat. Okay.
Yeah, and
There's
Joe
only so long
Tessitore
they can
said,
levitate, man.
yep. Joe Tessitore said it during the ESPN during the ABC call, ESPN during the ABC call, and he said it before the ball was kicked off. Where was you? No, I got it wrong. I read a question in the chat. Would you be afraid of the emotional letdown today
No.
Yeah. I mean,
against
you don't have a choice.
Oregon from Colorado State? From the Colorado
The
State.
game wasn't a letdown. Let's be for real. Even Dion knew it was a likely chance they was going to win.
Right.
And what people
Mhm.
fail to realize, his braggadociousness, like him being braggadocious and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that was to motivate his players and bring attention to the team,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
to bring sights. But and you look at, because I watched the game and I saw that even the Oregon coach, he had respect for Dion. He know what he was doing.
Yeah.
If you listen to the post game match, like, and I was telling people, if they win one out of the 3 games coming up with Oregon, USC, and I think it's Washington on their schedule, they'd be lucky.
You want to say it's
But
Washington?
They can
But-
lose all 3. Just lose it closely.
but his persona was used to make his players play better than they actually are, and there's a lot of deficiencies. Like that line needs to protect Shador.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Arizona State is the third
If-
game.
if you ain't got the dogs, man, it doesn't.
Right.
You can
Right.
should only works when you have the ability to actually do it. They don't have the
Right.
dogs right now to do. The line needs to be getting in weight room. They need to be developed. They need to be in
Right.
sync. They haven't had time to do that.
Right. I mean,
They
you
got
got
their
too many
weekend
new
call
players.
against Oregon today.
Yeah.
USC is next week, and it is a noon kickoff.
Okay.
It's a noon kickoff against USC, and then they go to Sun Devil Stadium to play Arizona State. That's the next step.
I'm curious about what the with the TV the TV stations are going to do. The TV network's going to do with it, because now that the hype train is over, what are they going to do now?
Keep it.
They'd be stupid not to. They need the advertising.
Wait a minute,
They're gonna keep the
Judge.
train going.
All right, just a second. For the people watching, y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App because I need a new laptop. No, seriously, I'm doing this on my phone. My laptop gone.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Could be worse, bro. Could be worse, bro. My car
BTS
broke
tax
down
is
the
in
other day.
effect.
My girl did today.
All right, you squares. All right, this is
Yeah.
this is what's it called? A telethon now. Okay.
Right.
Man needs a laptop. So
Right.
so yeah, this is not the normal. This is not the normal broadcast. If you got $5, okay, $2, $5, whatever it is, go ahead and put it up.
Put the
Preferably
Cash App
Cash
in the
App.
thing. Right,
Yeah.
Cash App, please.
Preferably Cash App. Okay.
Yeah.
Preferably Cash App.
Because you
There you
guys,
go.
you guys come on you guys come on every week, and the host needs a way to actually do this. So it is what it is. So we're not asking for 100. Well, we're asking for 5. Okay.
I'll go and start it off for you. I got you
Yeah,
25 right here, bro. I
Hey,
got you
BTS, it's not the
25.
blue screen anymore; it's the white screen.
Oh
shit.
yeah, it's gone dead.
It's beyond death. It's
Yeah.
beyond death.
Right. Well, put the link in the chat.
AB, I have a serviceable laptop for you. It's going to take a couple days for me to clean it off, but I'll completely erase it. I'll get it back to factory settings, and once I get your address, I will send it to you. Like I said, it's a 4 gig. It's a 4 gig. I can't offer any cash right now because I'm struggling myself.
No,
but
we-
I
we-
can't offer
we-
that.
we-
I can't offer that.
We're not asking
Okay.
you
All
offer
right. What's
cash.
will you put the Cash App in the chat, please?
Okay,
Here, I'll put
hold
it
on.
up for you.
Put the Cash App in the
I got-
chat, please. Look,
got-
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you, I'm the last one that needs to be donated. My car broke down yesterday, 2 days ago. Listen like this. Then my dumb ass went out and bought expensive ass dogs the next day. My car still ain't fixed yet. My girl's car broke down today.
Damn.
Now, I'm trying to go to show you like this, but I got you because I see brighter days ahead. Thank you.
Well,
Hey, always
there you
make it
go.
when you put it in there, make it so the people can click it. That's too much work.
Yeah,
Byrd, let's see.
Yeah, it's on the my Cash App's on the screen, but I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. You need to. No, but you need to make it to where they just click. They don't like to do all that shit. You know, people are lazy.
I got you, AB. I got you, AB. I got your Cash App link in the chat, and I'm throwing mine up there too for a couple minutes.
Yeah, because I'm doing this via the phone, and it's not easy.
Oh man, you're a black man. Nothing's ever easy. You be used to that.
Hey, BGS.
Yes, sir.
Funny story. The Black Manosphere has no effect. So is that why Stephen A. Smith's trying to copy off of Kevin Samuels? Oops.
Wait a minute. AB sent me that message in the video that accompanied it, and my response to AB while I was on the road, I said, "Do they really want me to tear this to pieces?"
There you go. There you go,
but
brother.
we have no effect, right?
That's all I had. That's all I got to say. I'm like, do they really want us to tear this to pieces?
So if it has no effect, why do they show up every week?
Right.
I know.
Right.
Because he can't help.
No. If it has no
says?
effect, why do they show up every week and complain about what the Manosphere is doing? If it doesn't have any effect, then who cares what we do?
Right. Well, they know it's just shaming language.
Apparently they do.
This is the thing. Well, they show up every week because they know that by saying that there's a quite chance that they might get to blow some dust off of some pussy. That's about it.
Hey, Drake. Show us that you care every week by tell us that you care every week by showing that you don't care every week.
Right. Well, no, it's this. It's because they realize that they ain't getting no sex and nothing nowhere else. So they come here and talk about us. I mean, no offense. We ain't even think about it. You would think that we would be over there trying to convince to get more people over there. Y'all coming over here bothering us. Why is that? Because you ain't getting nothing. You ain't got no life. You can't convince nobody to spend no time with you. No offense. What is today? Saturday night? I mean, my dumb ass at work, but my woman laying right there on the couch.
And Doug told you started.
But you understand what I'm saying? My woman laying right there on the couch right now.
Y'all already know who Dr. K is, and I've been told so many times by people outside the Manosphere that I don't quote unquote show off my wife. Fellas, who's one of the first people I mention when I'm on here?
Right.
Your wife.
As you see, look, my woman laying right there on the couch. She was so upset about the car breaking down. I'm like, look, here's the question: what you worried about, baby? I wasn't planning on your money anyway. I didn't have so much. What the fuck? I forgot. Motherfuckers like that can't do that. I wasn't counting your money. What you talking about, baby? I was buying a new car next month anyway. You wasn't expecting to pay for none of that shit. Oh, now you don't need to be. You don't need to be talking about men like that over here because you see, there's another man over here talking about your money. Her money ain't good. Well, you got to come over here and waste your time talking about how we ain't shit over here. But evidently, it's a woman in the next room saying that I'm shit. So ain't your dumb ass over here instead of being up over another woman.
Yep.
Yes, they've gone beyond that.
They gone beyond what?
That ain't gotta be out there.
Apparently, we're not worth anything.
I can't hear you, Albert.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear
Now
you.
we
Okay. Repeat what you just said.
He's breaking up. Are you?
Wait a minute. Let me okay.
Chip in and buy him a new phone, everybody. Go and hit that cash app. Hit that cash app, people.
He probably got a good phone. He probably got a good phone. The laptop is shit though.
Hit that cash app, people. He need a new mic. Okay, hit that cash app.
Oh, good. Let me get my thought out.
Go ahead.
Allegedly,
hey BGS.
Hold on. Go ahead, Albert.
Go ahead, Ibby.
Allegedly, I shouldn't talk about politics because I live in a Republican state.
Yeah, well, you know,
I was like, hold on, wait. Oh, okay, that's not even the funny part though, BGS. That's technically true, but he's still wrong because I live in Indianapolis, which is ran by a Democrat. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Yep.
Yeah, but you know, what I don't understand about those guys, man, what I really don't understand is that I understand politics can be, be something, right? Okay.
Right.
When we talk about whatever Democrats or whatever we're gonna do, whatever it is, right? Why the fuck are you taking this shit personal? Like we talked about you.
I don't know.
That is a fabulous question.
We're not talking about your mama. We talking about about politics. Okay.
Right.
So why every time you come in and you take this shit like it's fucking personal, like we just cussed out your mama and your family.
Like I said, he ain't got no damn life.
What you upset? What you upset about? That's what I can't.
The nigga's only something on the internet. He ain't nothing in real life. That's really what it is. You ain't nothing.
He's a IT engineer. Okay.
Well, it still ain't nothing. Evidently, he got low self-esteem.
You make fucking six figures.
I echo the words of BGS from last weekend. 4 simple words: the gynocracy is real.
It is real.
Yeah.
And I got a song for the night. Speaking of the gynocracy, and speaking of how we were talking about Colorado and everything that happened and what happened today. Let's see. What's the song I'm thinking of? I think y'all know this, especially AB, since he started cracking up when I started singing it last weekend. Use a troll. Use a troll. Use a troll. I said that. Use a troll.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, BGS, and thank you the other people for the cash apps. Go ahead. Yeah, but use a troll. Yeah.
You're doing troll activities with troll tendencies. Trolls are your friends. Trolls are your enemies. Hey, troll, how you doing? How you been? Try to doing troll stuff, because there you troll again.
Every time these guys roll up, man, it's like they got their tampons on, man. No, the tampons are full, man. That's what it's like.
Man. Yeah, that's true.
They bleed all over the goddamn place, man.
I ain't even got enough time for this shit.
One thing you never want to see is a woman with a goddamn tampon full, man.
ADGS.
Yes, sir.
These niggas got too much time.
The churches over here is losing their mind.
Oh, really? How so?
Because this year we're not donating turkeys because of the turkey shortage.
Unfortunately.
Can I do it, Snowman? Can I do it?
Go for it, baby.
God damn it, you cannot make this shit up.
Yeah, because because
I gotta do it.
BGS,
I gotta do it. I gotta do it for you. God, you can't make this shit up. I have to do. BGS, thank you. I had to do that.
That is funny. They're upset because you guys can't donate turkeys, really, in these economic times.
Because the turkey shortage, right? Because when we donate, it's a write-off.
Yes.
But because of the turkey shortage, we can only get turkeys to maintain the customer
the supply.
Right. And they were asking, well, can we get them like at a very cheap price? The owner said
no.
And
no.
We only have enough to fulfill
our orders,
projected customer traffic.
Right, right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're losing their mind.
And in other words, in other words,
I
do
can't
you un-
get my freebie.
do you understand English? It's called
No.
shortish. There
English
ain't
mother.
none.
Hey,
Right.
BGS, hey,
Yes,
BGS, this one's for you.
okay.
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Speak it.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta catch it, man. You gotta get it.
But BGS,
Okay,
remember back in the day, we used to go like, and we would go over to their spaces and have a conversation with them and try.
yep.
If you notice, now, niggas, man, I don't even waste my breath. Like even I haven't even gotten into the pack. I used to love to like get in the forums and say something in the comments. Now I don't even say nothing back to the bitches in the comments. I may talk about them, but I don't say nothing back to them. I say why? Because even when you say something back to them when they make a dumb comment, that's giving them attention and that's fueling that. So right now,
Yep.
even when they say something stupid, I just talk about your ass and I act like I don't see the shit you say.
Let me give BGS a double. Let me give BGS a double play. Let me give BGS a double play here. Let's go around the horn from Lansford to Weiss to McGuire. Here's the first part of it,
What in the all types of blue hell?
and here's the finish.
Right.
You can't make this shit up.
Right.
You can't
Yeah.
make this.
They
You absolutely cannot make this up.
they're upset because there's a turkey shortage and you cannot
Yeah, I'm gonna
donate
get.
turkey to them. That
Well,
is insane.
well, you know, like that's a big brand with a thing like public,
Yeah,
um,
Hmm.
with the churches donating turkeys and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, it's a turkey shortage, and they said, well, we could sell them to you at regular price.
Yeah.
They were
Right.
losing. I mean,
Hmm.
nobody's paying attention to what's going on here in this country.
They're spoiled.
Yeah.
I got one for Dre. I got one for Dre. Anybody remember the game show The Joker's Wild
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
with what? Oh, that was Lewis who said that. Here you go. Here you go, Lewis. This is this sound that I'm gonna play for y'all is the identity of everything that's going on here. That one.
Joker.
And honestly, it like it's not funny. It's sad. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Mm-hmm.
what I've been talking about, like even like I'm feeling it at home, and I make
Yeah,
decent money with the food.
Mhm.
So
I get it.
I feel for families that, although like a turkey only costs like
Mm-hmm.
almost $30, but if you don't even got that to buy one, like people are going to feel this, and that's what's sad and disheartening.
Oh, but
I'll be writing to the White House right about now. That we need turkeys. Other than, if not, guess what's going to happen? It
mhm.
might not look good for you come next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But PGS Bidenomics is doing so great for the country right now, right?
God damn it. You
We're
can't make
we're
this
we're
up.
we're trying to get extra roaster chickens and ducks and other type of
Okay.
poultry
Right.
Okay. To make up for it.
just to hold. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Then what do
Mm-hmm.
you think was going to happen? Bird flu, grain shortage, all that kind of stuff. What do you think was going to happen?
Yep.
Oh,
Let's talk about this
Like
wild
Lewis, Lewis was been telling us, man. It takes what 6 to
man.
7 months to actually feel the effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how
Lewis
long
has
I've
been
been
talking
talking
about
about
this
this?
for I
A year and
follow
a half.
Lewis, and Lewis has been talking about this for at least a year.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope Art get on tonight,
Mm-hmm.
because I wonder what his store is experiencing. I wanted to ask him last night in Art New Styles channel, but I got caught up. I forgot what everybody was conversating about, but I didn't want to
Oh,
interrupt the conversation.
we're talking about the HBCUs.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't want to
Oh
divert the
dear
conversation.
Lord.
He was upset about that. I was actually watching I was watching the stream of the game of Jackson State's game.
Yeah.
It looked like a high school game. The whole side of the stadium was just about empty.
Damn.
So
And you're
if they
surprised
had
why?
20,000 in attendance, I'd be shocked.
Well, they did that
Oh,
to themselves.
I was telling it
Jackson did that to themselves.
Yeah.
yep. I got a story I was telling AB that started this thing, and I will tell BGS and the rest of you guys right now and the folks in the chat. I scheduled this weekend for me and Jody to be in Indianapolis
Okay.
because the Circle City Classic was at the Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yeah.
Now, people perceive me to not be a professional, and y'all know what color I am, so you can put every kind of trope in the middle of that sentence.
Yes.
But as long as I've been doing this, I sent out my media requests in August when I learned of the teams playing,
Okay.
and I learned of where well, I knew where the game was, but I learned of who's in charge, the organization that was putting the game on. I sent my second request right before Labor Day, right before Jody and I went to Chicago. I sent out the request 3 more times to the people in charge and what eventually became the person in charge, because I had to find out who it was, and I did that at work one day. You know, they never got back to me.
Okay.
They never got back to me. And I made sure I wrote to the person in charge of media requests.
But this is
And
the
I
thing that
said,
is a problem right now. You have to realize you got the people that are the people that are left. They're either overworked, burnt out, or you
mm-hmm,
got the worst and worst of the worst employees left, and then they can't really fire them because they have nobody. That's why everything is taking it down. It doesn't matter, doesn't matter what it is. Like my friend, he's been in 4 car accidents this year, none of
mm-hmm,
them his fault.
yeah.
Not one of these insurance companies. He's been 4. His car been hit on all 4 sides. He's about to go out and buy the other side. Not one of his insurance companies has got back because he didn't want to put it. He didn't want to put it. Have his insurance pay for it. But like he's been hit 3 times by 2 times by people who didn't have insurance. Like other times by founders. You know that's one of the worst insurance companies.
Oh God.
That's the one who hit me. They waited up just after all this time. They got back to me the other day and told me, well, the guy lied on his paperwork, so we're not going to cover the claim. But I said, you told me the day he hit me that he was covered. Well, yeah, but we did some research and now we're not going to cover it. But I'm like, well, then why the fuck you wait 18 months? I mean, like literally, it's just that because this is the bad. You got the worst employees, and then they're treating the customers like shit and just hanging up on you. Like, how many times have you been hung up on when you call customer service lately? And what do? Nothing.
Too damn many.
Right, because this is the problem is that, and then they're not going to fire these people because then they have nobody. It's like, would you rather
It's
have
bare
nobody
bones.
doing a job, or no, would you rather have somebody doing a job 20% wise?
Yeah,
And they just right,
it's bare bones. It
right.
just angers me that I have been told for years, even up to this year, even up to the
Hmm.
weekend Jody and I went to Chicago,
Hmm.
that we have to behave and act like professionals. And I'm reminded of that every time I send a request out to cover a
Right.
game. I follow a
Hmm.
timeline. And since I met Jody, she's helped me follow that timeline of when to send everything out and who to contact. She's basically become Jody's basically become my media liaison when she
Hmm.
learned, the parts of the business that she's wanted to learn. Now she
Hmm.
developed like a protocol list for me. But even if you didn't want me to come to Lucas Oil Stadium and cover the game, even if you
Right.
thought a simple response
Would have been
of
nice. Hmm.
yes, that
Yes.
is the point. That is the point I'm making. A
They can
simple we can't
text
allow you to
something,
cover the
right?
something. I
Right.
got
But this
nothing.
but that's, I hate to say it doesn't matter with anything. It's with all businesses aspect now. That's why the woman who got me now, like y'all see me over here, I'm painting the house right now. I'm outside with the big heavy duty light on, painting right now. The reason why
Mhm.
I like this woman is because she answers fucking texts. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna milk. I told everybody I don't care about everybody else. As long as this bitch keep answering the phone and getting the work orders through, I'm going straight. Hey, she gonna get all my work time.
Mm. Okay.
I mean, because it's
Yes,
just
no,
hard to
she
find
should.
people just to get the even to that will even respond, get the
Yep.
paperwork through. My money ain't coming late. Like she called me yesterday. Oh, you didn't give me your invoices for the week, so I need to pay. I want to make sure that you got your money. I want to make sure you come to work. I'm like, well, ma'am, she didn't realize I plan on giving this whole check to my woman, so I wasn't worried about it. She didn't. My woman didn't know. I was getting her a car no matter what. If the car just happened to go out today. So I said, what? It was in the plan. So she's talking well, you didn't give him the invoice. She told me that. I'm like, well, I told her, I said, you didn't know this, baby, but I plan on giving you the whole check this week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wasn't worried about the invoice. Huh? Well, I
Mhm.
don't need nobody. She come with
Well,
that bullshit too. I
black
don't.
women,
You taking away my independence.
black women.
The woman, right?
With this check. Well, you know what? I wouldn't do that to you. So guess what? I'm gonna take this
Can,
check back.
can I
No, no, no.
can I play it
Look,
again?
no,
Hey
no. This is what
BGS,
I
can
said
I
to
play
her.
it again? Hey
No,
BGS, can I
this
play
is
it
what I
again,
said to her.
please? Can I
Go ahead.
play the sound again, please?
Go ahead.
It goes
Uh,
like this. Wait. I messed it up. I turned the volume down and I shouldn't have turned the volume down. The sound goes like this.
God,
no, but I told her this. No, but this is what I told her. I said, here's the question. All I want you to do is do the paperwork for me, for my business, and sit back and raise the kid. That's all I want you to do. Period.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why? I said, no offense, what little money you bringing in is not worth it. I mean, I understand you want this, but what little money? Just go ahead and focus on this. We're gonna get this business. We're gonna start kicking ass. And
Yep.
it's just what it is. And she
You know,
cried for a second at first, and then she rolled over, and then now she all happy.
Y'all have,
Like
in other
you
mhm.
sitting in there now. Look. You laying there on the couch now, while I'm outside painting with a
mm-hmm.
dog on your lap. That's where you're supposed to be anyway.
And now sit back and shut the fuck up.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right. No offense. That's
You
where you're
sure
supposed to be
take away
anyway.
my independence. I played the thing with Shannon
Mm-hmm.
Sharp, right? Okay. Ain't
Uh-huh.
no okay. Ain't no bars on my house, right? Just like
Right.
mhm.
you walked into my house, you can walk
Right.
right back out. Okay.
Well, I told her, I
Exactly.
said, now look, this is what you do. Get online and read some of the forums and look at them other women and say, do you want to be one of them instead? Cause I just feel like I'm like, no, that's a lie that they told you, and then they do. If
I ain't no
anything,
way.
is you need to focus. You got a
She
teenage daughter. Focus on her a little bit more. Spend some
she
more
she
spend 30 more hours on mom time.
Mhm.
who says men? That's like I'm a monk, man. I got tired of doing that fucking emotional labor. Shut the fuck up, bitch, and do your job, okay?
Right. I said,
Exactly.
You
right. Just I
you
said,
ain't
pour
crying
something into
about
the
you. I'll tell
right.
you where you're independent. If you were that independent, the car wouldn't have broken down. You'd already had the money. So shut up.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I showed her.
Yeah.
I said, think about it. Think about
Let
it.
me.
When I don't even submit the paperwork to get paid, I told her, I said, wow, because the money was already spent anyway, so I didn't need it. I already had that in the budget.
Yep. Let me play
Just a
something
minute.
for let me play something for Trail because he Trail Bentley brought up pressure luck. This is the only and
Oh, that was my
Real
show.
quick. Hold on.
Monocracy.
Wait a minute. Real
Wait a minute.
quick.
Since we, go ahead, Albert. Go ahead, AB.
Real quick. Almost 80 watching. Y'all hit the like button and support the show. Brother needs a new laptop.
Brother needs
Please
it.
Go
support
ahead,
the
Tom.
show.
The Coliseum needs a new stadium, okay?
Coliseum needs a new structure.
Yep.
Right.
Uh,
I got water
Go ahead.
leaking and shit.
well, since
that,
Trail mentioned,
that
since Trail
that boy got
pressure,
termite damage.
yes,
Damaged.
yes, damn it,
Damaged.
damage. Listen, since Trail mentioned pressure luck, and we mentioned the gynocracy and all the bullshit going on
Mhm.
within, this sound applies.
Oh damn! That used to be my favorite shot. I say that my favorite one was with the dynamite. Where he'd be like, "This ought to do it."
Pow! Oh no.
Oh no! I do admit the Michael Jackson one was nice. You remember it? And do the
Yeah,
he out
yeah.
there doing it. Doot.
He was doing the dance and everything. Over time, like around 85, 86, this one became my favorite when someone would get four of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a Disney movie.
Yeah. Now my favorite was either the list. That's all to do it, or the Michael Jackson. And I was like, I can still picture like, fella, yeah,
I can picture it too.
yeah, that's all to do it.
Pow! Oh
Oh
no.
no! Too bad you can't find them and show them, because that'd
No,
probably be copyrighted.
never fear. Old Snowman's here.
Hey,
I'll follow.
BGS.
Uh,
Have anything else been happening in economy on a world stage?
uh,
Noteworthiness?
not anything that's cataclysmic. Okay.
They're getting on the ESG people. I do. You hear them talking about that. That's coming down the pipeline. Watching about the next 2-3 weeks, you're gonna hear them really
Mhm.
talking about that ESG
What's
score
the
shit.
ESG?
The fraud with the ESG scores. Come on, you got a
Oh,
big debate about that. They're getting on them. Watching about two,
oh,
three
okay.
more weeks. You're gonna hear
Yeah,
some good. Watch.
that it might be, but the thing is, that is not even close to what's going on right now.
Oh, of course not. I'm just saying, but
That is
they're getting on
way
them.
down the
Yeah,
list. Okay, you got
yeah, it's down,
you,
but I'm just saying it's coming.
Yeah.
what in the United States really was really going on, man, is the big. I think the biggest things there is Biden pushing for all these immigrants to get jobs.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, of
Got
course.
to
Well,
got to
you
put
know
to
what
work.
that is. They're trying to put them motherfuckers to work and push the black people out. That's all that is. You don't
And
realize they're trying to keep the labor price low.
well, yeah, but they trying to. Well, the thing is, they're trying to import white people, and they need to put them
Hmm.
to work. They can't stand here and starve, sleep in
May,
tents.
may I
Like, well,
Back
invoke
home.
may I invoke a quote uh from one of the X-Men movies,
Hmm.
tie it in, and tie it into Biden?
Hmm.
With everything he's pushing, he's trying to say four words.
I'm the
uh-huh.
juggernaut, bitch.
Basically.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch. All right, that's the best line.
No, yeah, he came in with his dick on the table.
Yeah.
He said, he said, what's that helmet to protect my gorgeous face?
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
That's all I can think of. That's all I look. Let me do another double play here. This is Biden.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
This is us.
Stop the cap.
Right, right, right. Oh boy.
Or this with BGS having such a kick-ass stream that I caught parts of yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
BGS was delivering a few of these
Tiger uppercut.
in educating people.
Oh, talking about the AMA?
Yes,
We
sir.
got,
Oh,
Yeah.
man, we got a
I
super
can't,
rod out here on this
I can't
deck.
even remember what I was saying.
This is what we should be saying if Biden winds up in office again.
He ain't getting that in office again.
Ain't no place to go. Man,
Yeah,
you know what?
he ain't getting that in office again. That's
It's
just
hard.
over with.
It's hard to
Hard
say, man.
tell.
Before it's hard to
Yeah.
tell.
Mhm.
You can
He ain't
never
getting that
tell.
office. I'm gonna go and say it's not. I think that what they're doing is the reason why we ain't heard too much from Kamala. They're grooming her dumb ass. They come out. They're gonna try to. They're gonna try to make this last year. It looked like she was doing so much. Well, I would admit if I was running the
Yeah,
scam, that's what I would be doing. I'd make it seem like Kamala was the
yeah.
shit right now. Right.
Well, the thing they try to put her, they try to raise her profile. Damn, dude,
Right.
they have to raise her profile really early on. The thing is, she kind of flopped at it. So
Yeah.
trying to raise it now is not going to do much good because all your opponent's going to do is pull out the old tape.
Pretty much.
Let's see. What sound could echo Kamala Harris? I have it in here somewhere. Oh yeah. AB, you recognize this one from the morning show. This describes Kamala Harris. That's the best one I could come up with because she's I'll stop. Because if I get going, there'll be a whole bunch of sounds that'll come out right now.
Oh man.
Matter of fact, I'll give you this. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all this one. If I get started now,
Get up off that phone.
and like
My
I
dog's
said,
looking at me like I'm crazy.
this is a Patreon video that I'm going to do because, like I said, on here, if I get started now. Goodness.
Lord have mercy.
Or if I get started now and finish real fast,
Fatality.
that'll happen.
Mhm.
Or
All
one more.
One more.
If I get started now, it could, to the gynocracy, inflict a lot of.
Emotional damage.
There's your knuckleball, BGS. There's your knuckleball right there.
Here's the
Right
question: that emotional
right
damage,
through
dude. Is he
the
Vietnamese?
Yeah, I think he's Korean.
Yeah, cause I tell you, I think of
Yeah.
Vietnamese. Huh.
I thought
Hey,
he
there's
looked Korean.
there's your knuckleball, BGS, right through the wickets.
all the way between the catcher's knees and all the way to the back.
Between his knees, between his legs, and it's all the way to the backstop,
Eh,
and it
eh,
gets stuck at the bottom
eh,
of the backstop.
You know when the umpire takes off his mask to look.
Yep.
Where did he go?
If the umpire takes off his mask to look,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
a
yeah,
delay because they're
yeah.
both looking for
They're
it.
looking for it.
Right.
You know you're throwing one when the umpire takes his mask off to find out where the ball went.
Yeah.
I've had to do it, and I've seen it done. I've had to do it as an umpire because a kid threw a knuckleball that went through the catcher's legs, went through my legs, and we couldn't find the damn thing. Couldn't find the damn thing.
Damn.
So it wound up officially being scored a wild pitch and a 2-base error because at the time we could only allow 2 bases.
Okay.
We took away the 2-base error because we couldn't find the damn ball. The coaches came to me and they said, "Okay, we got the 2-base error." And I'm like, "Man, take out the 2-base error. We couldn't find the damn ball." Both coaches came to me that morning and said they could, like, "Do we really have to count this 2-base error?" No, it's a wild pitch.
Yeah.
And I'll allow
BGS,
yes, sir.
what are your thoughts on the new NBA flop rule?
I haven't heard it. What
I'll answer that question.
Go ahead. It's bullshit. But go ahead.
It's you know what, BGS? You just answered the question.
What-
Because James Harden and
Uh-huh.
LeBron James and Kyrie Irving and a couple of others that have gotten away with flops for so long are going to
Yeah.
find a way through it. Watch.
Yeah.
It's a human rain delay. The flops by LeBron is a goddamn human rain delay.
Mhm.
Damn.
Does that answer your question?
The thing is they'll adjust. Come open preseason, they're gonna call in a ref, an alternate ref,
Yep.
and they're gonna practice the call. What's a flop and what's not a flop. So by the time you get to this, by the time you get to mid-season, it will have a little to no effect.
Okay.
No, I got a question. I got a question of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody gonna watch this NBA Cup bullshit?
Nope.
Me neither.
What's the NBA
Fine.
Cup?
In season, you don't know?
The in-season
The
tournament.
in-season tournament.
Okay, they're actually gonna do that.
It's in play.
Oh,
They have the team select. They have the team selected. They have the.
Wow.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
In other words, there's not enough money, so they need to,
Mix it up, huh?
I'm shocked that baseball won't do it. Follow right behind them.
Well,
I'll be shocked if they don't. I'll be shocked if they don't.
But you already talked about load management and resting players. How are you going to do an in-season?
Oh, here's there you go. AB, this one's for you. They actually have put load management, quote unquote, rules in place.
okay, now I ain't gonna lie. When they were saying that the load management thing, the first thing I did is here's a question: y'all motherfuckers making what 20 something? Most of y'all say the average is what, like 9 million a year average player salary of an NBA player.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, now here's the question. Last time I checked, it's motherfuckers that make $70,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them taking days off for load management.
It has nothing. It has nothing to do with the players. What it is that you basically see. We thinking that we coming in from a sports perspective, right? Nothing to do with that. It's about entertainment, right? Saving your best players, your high market players for high market teams.
Listen, I understand that, but I'm just trying to say is this is, and then look, motherfucker, cut your damn pay or cut the games. because I would hate to be saying and I would go buy tickets and my kid want to see LeBron play
Yeah.
and he don't play that game. That's kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. What it should do is, I'm gonna let you know. We realize we resting these people because of low management. Up, we got to give you half the ticket
Yeah.
price back to you.
Uh,
Plain and simple. What? If you're gonna do that, give half the ticket back. Price.
What they'll do is just they'll make up injuries,
Right.
pulled
Yeah.
hamstring, bad toe, ankle,
I
whatever.
know.
They'll make
Yeah,
up.
and then what you do is this and too, and then then you start finding them for that.
You can't find them for that.
Well, plain and simple, you got to make you can't find them with these rules. All you got to do is make new rules.
Oh, the thing is, how you going to determine whether because there's every basketball player plays with injuries. Okay, the thing is whether the trainer says they can go or not. So if it's low management, you just say, hey, LeBron's got a minor hamstring tear. He's going to be out a couple games.
Right. But it's just. I understand is that they're gonna always find a way to get around it. I mean, come on, I was a scammer, I did.
Yeah.
But just the fan is the best thing is it hurts the fans base, and I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I know once they get to the low management time, I don't kind of watch the games. Literally, I don't watch them anymore anyway now. But then I didn't when I was really into it.
Yeah.
But right now, I tell people, I said you have to be a stupid person to still watch NBA right about now. I mean, like in the last 3 to 4 years, you got to be stupid. If anything,
it's a global game. It's a global game now.
I understand it's a global game, but this is what I do. The last 2 or 3 years, if you was an NBA player, I hate to say, switch to a gig that you get paid during the NBA games. I don't give a damn if you out there delivering food or Ubering or something like that.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do
because it ain't worth it.
I'm not watching many games this year. In fact, I'm going to be doing a lot of deliveries during the NBA season. I got a weekly show that I'm going to do. I can cover it from afar, and just to make that quota. What I'm playing in the background is the NBA theme I grew up with on from CBS from the 80s. Which led to John Tesh creating Round Ball Rock, because it's a version of it. But it ain't worth it anymore.
No, it's not. It's no fun.
If I'm not strapped with a press pass, I have no fucking interest. None.
Right. That's a smart man.
I have 3 games I'm going to do this year. One in Chicago, one in Indianapolis, and one in Charlotte, all involving Spurs radio, because one of my best friends in broadcasting is the voice of the Spurs, Bill Schoenig. I'm going to be his statistician for those evenings. I already blocked those nights off. I made sure Jody knows because she's coming with, and I'm showing her ass off. I'm showing her a damn good time.
What?
Anybody else can just kiss the back of my fat ass. I mean, Bill invited me 3 years ago, March of 2020. I worked with him for the first time when he did the Spurs and the Hornets.
Okay.
So I told him at the top of the year, and he's going to be one of my NBA analysts in October when we kick off our NBA coverage. I told him I can get to Indy, I can get to Chicago, and I damn sure will get down to Charlotte. He said, I'll put you on for all 3 games. That's all I need to know.
Especially right about now. To me, I hate to say, all that crap is not entertaining anymore. And so I tell him, I said, I'd rather go to work. I tell him, I'd rather go to work.
And people looking at you like, why?
Right. I tell people, right, because it's not entertaining. I'm actually been quite bored, and I was a avid basketball fan. Remember, I was a fan before LeBron came to Cleveland.
Same.
I remember when my girls, her daughter would say, "God damn, we ain't never seen Andre get uptight into a basketball game. Come on." Like you see him, like you think I would be cussing these people out on the panel. Watch how I cuss the TV out. Because she said, he's real nice. And then I remember her daughter said, unless you the TV. And he done cuss. He said he'd be cussing that TV out like a mug. yelling at. He's like, if that TV had feelings, though, it'd be like, look, man, I'm divorcing you, emotional damage, all this shit, you know.
You know, my wife is a Colts fan, big time Colts
Oh, man,
fan,
Colts, yeah.
and
Baltimore
she
Colts.
wondered, you know, how I would be when we first met. I knew she was a Colts fan. I told her I was a 49ers fan. She says, I want to see you really get into it. And I
Right.
said, as a fan or as a broadcaster, because there's two sides to this.
Right.
She says, I want to see you get into it as a fan. I'm like, you sure you want that?
Right.
And she says, baby, you've been around me when I yelled at the TV about the Colts. I said, this is true. Well, one after the Niners were playing the Saints. We were down in North Carolina in 2019. They were playing the Saints. We had to work late that night. And he came in and said, we got to get some sleep. I couldn't sleep for the life of me. So I have the phone next to me, and I'm watching the game. It's 4th and 2 for Frisco. And I said, I can't get excited because if I wake Jody up, she's gonna get disturbed, she's gonna get cranky, and she won't sleep, and it'll affect her work. I won't get excited. Motherfucker, if George Kittle didn't give that beast mode play for 39 yards and I jumped.
Right.
I jumped. And I nearly screamed. I screamed into my pillow, and then I suddenly looked up. Jody's knocked out.
Okay.
Jody was flatter than a pancake, and we go to work, and she says, "Did the Niners win?" I said, "Yeah, they won 48-46." And she says, "Okay, when we get some more sleep and I'm conscious, I'll listen to your show to see how you wrap up the game."
Okay.
And I came into the room later that day because she didn't hear it because she fell back to sleep. I strapped on the headset and I went on air. She fell back to sleep. And I came in and I said, "Baby, I have a confession to make." And she looked at me and she says, "What's that?" "I nearly woke you up yesterday during the 49ers game."
Right.
And she says, "Why?" I said, "Instead of me telling you, I will just show you." And they had just clipped the play when Garoppolo hit Kittle and Kittle carried defenders downfield. I showed her that play, and she says, "I'm surprised you didn't wake me up."
I mean, it used to be fun. It used to be fun back then, and I ain't even gonna lie. It's gotten to the point. I hate to say, even like with the relationship. I even told her, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try everything again and all that shit." But I'm gonna let you know, if it's not fun, it's over with. It's got to be like that. Like literally, right now, I have no. I said I have no time and like anything. If I'm not having fun, I'd rather be making money. So,
Right.
like I told her, and I had them laughing. I said, "There's 3 places I want to be: making money, on top of my girl." That's you know, it's just what it is. That's why. That's how you know where I'm at. If I'm making money or on top of her, that's one of the. You gonna find me.
Hey Dre, I got one for you. Remember this theme?
Oh yeah, back when it was good.
Oh, that's classic.
Like, do you remember when? No, remember when we would love just when Sports Center and all that shit would come on, and we'd be like, "Oh man, I can't wait to see what someone comes here and say about that play." And now if they didn't made it so, I ain't gonna lie, they done made it so pussy whipped. I ain't gonna. The best thing is they should say you need to take that skit from Simon Phoenix when he's talking to the people. He's like, "Your year is 2032." And I just want to say that the world want to be right. There's a pussy whipped, braided bumps, right? Hell yeah! And I ain't gonna lie, every time I'm reminded how fucked up we are, it's like I just want either I want to beat somebody's ass or go to work. So it's like, I'm trying to stay out of jail. And I told BGS I wasn't gonna be fighting no more.
As my partner would say during the morning show, no lie to be found.
Right.
We'll see about the fighting. We'll see about the fight.
I mean, I done kicked the 2 people already but I ain't fought yet.
Oh, really?
I have not. No, really, I haven't fought yet. And then think about it, this new dog I got, they said that my dog, this style of dog, don't like loud noises. I'm like, oh great. you
Oh,
know,
noises.
right. So it's like, see, I'm working on it, BTS. I tell you, I'm a work in progress. I'm
Okay.
like one of them houses with like all the windows messed up and shit, and they come in and they put a new roof on me. That's about it. You ain't got no windows yet.
You remember, hey,
But I
BJ,
got a new roof
you remember when Major League Baseball had Monday Night Baseball on ABC?
on it. hmm Yep, I remember that.
Then I have a present for you. This is how it began.
Yeah. That's it. I got, I got a question. Do these companies realize they know? Like I realize, especially when I watch Michaela Andrews and shit. Like really, when I see the shit and I see too much of the misogyny and men stuff, it's like I don't even want to participate. As
Disagree.
soon as they get like,
I
as
mean,
soon as
disagree.
yeah,
You
as
just
soon as I
ruined
see
my nice
any of it
afternoon, Malika.
in men stuff.
You just
I don't
ruined.
want to participate no more. I'm like, oh, it never. It's like as soon as you bring a little bit in, I'm done. I'm like, I'm gone. I'm never coming back. Like literally, I
You know what?
don't watch. Right.
When the worst kept secret of ESPN and ABC getting in bed together came out,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
pulled out. I'm like, I can't deal with this
Right,
shit.
right, all right. And I told him, I said, you don't realize something. I said, you done taking all the fun away. I told him, I said, I might as well go to work. At least I get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, like really, I would normally. Oh man, I'd be sitting there pacing the floor. And I remember my girl used to say back then, "What the fuck you act like you playing in the game today?"
Mm.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Now it's like, oh God, I gotta hear. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck who he fucked yesterday. Did he catch that play? Yeah, okay, that's what I care about. Oh, he was fucking so and so. I don't care. We're talking about sports.
This is why my company is going to surpass everybody, because I actually talk about sports and break down the sports. And this is what we talked about earlier with Colorado and Oregon. Watch how many members of the growing gynocracy on both sides, thank you, BGS, for that fact,
uh-huh.
Yeah.
will not have watched a goddamn down.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna blur the lines. I know this is coming.
Yeah.
I'm sticking strictly to the
Oh,
football game.
right.
Right.
Well, I'm worried about. I'm like, look, here's the question, man, and this is the thing that I tell the people. I said, okay, so fine, if we're gonna get like this, and it's coming to like this on every job, and you worried about a comment that somebody said or whoever, what some he said, she said about it in their personal lives, I don't
Right.
give a fuck about. I tell them all the time, and you don't realize. I tell them, you fuck with me. I done already started a movement. I
Hmm.
like this with my new job. I wear body cam because I deal with a lot of women. They say, what? Yes, I wear a body cam at work. Why is that? Go ahead, bitch, and say something. I said, I tell you, I'm the type of person that is this. If I'm going down, I'm going down for beating somebody's ass. So you go ahead and tell a lie on me. I'm going down for attempted murder or something after that. So you just better be ready to lose everything. I'm gonna got the body cam to show. Make sure everybody get it out there. And then when I break your neck, it's gonna be over with.
Yep.
But I'm trying not to do that because I told BGS how he's supposed to be fighting. but you
Uh-huh.
understand. But you understand
Now,
what I'm saying. It's
Audrey,
just getting to the point to where like now it's like, hey, only time I'm dealing with females is if I'm getting paid or laid. And I got a woman, so I don't have to worry about getting laid, so you better be paying me.
Yep.
this has been fun. This is why I love coming on each Saturday night talking with you guys. I had a guy.
Oh, but
Jody went to Indy. Jody went to Indy to see the grandkids today while I was out
mhm.
working.
Mhm.
My oldest granddaughter is now 14.
Oh God, that's a bad age too.
Good grief!
Yeah,
Yeah.
boys.
My oldest grand, my oldest granddaughter is
Smart ass mouth too.
14.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
got
boys.
that
got to
smart
kill off
ass
the boys
mouth.
now.
Yeah. I was looking at my girl's daughter today. I'm like, You can tell. I can tell she's gonna be one of them fast ass girls. 'Cause the boys gonna like her.
You know what my daughter said? My daughter said they need their gramps to really be gramps. I'm like, you ain't got to worry about that
Yeah.
because I'm Russian sickling people. Keep them off my grandchildren.
I heard two dudes
I'm
talking today, and they was talking about that at the house I was working at that earlier. And he was talking about, oh yeah, and these girls, oh, I'm gonna bring them over here and see that. I'm like, I'm sitting there, the men were sitting there, looked at each other. I'm like, that's what the little girl said. I said, she must not realize how men act. They're like about to send that boy over to his deathbed, and the other dude started laughing. I thought, yeah, you're right about that. I said, you're gonna be like that bad boy.
dirt nap.
I said you're gonna be like in Bad Boys, and then everybody start quoting lines. He's like, yeah, you ever sleep with a man?
Hey,
You want
BGS.
to? Like when he's acting like that. Kitty, bang, bang.
Yeah, BGS.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts on Zelensky coming here talking about Russia needs to have regime change?
Oh yeah.
I've
been saying that for a while.
Who came in
What
saying
happened?
that? Who came in saying that?
Zelensky.
Good luck with that, sir.
Right. Ain't
Man,
happening.
you lucky
Who
I
wants
ain't the
to
I
have-
would have thrown you out of my country. You ain't about to get me in the World War III talk. You better get the fuck out of my country. I know. Biden.
They're not gonna get into World War III over no bullshit like that. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
This is when I would employ an old barefoot place kicker by the name of Frank Corral to kick him as far as they can out of the goddamn country or across it.
Do I get him more pop? I can go get you one.
They're giving them $25 billion more dollars.
No, well,
God.
more money down the garbage. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Up in flames in a dumpster fire.
Yeah, they've given them like 200 billion already. So.
Right.
Damn.
Well, I guess they're gonna run out of the money they took from Russia. So.
Right.
If they haven't already.
Right. Oh shit! I don't even know if it's a store open this late. Huh?
It is very late.
Yeah.
Midnight.
Yeah, it's after midnight. It's after midnight here.
Yeah.
But yeah, all this happened today. I was waiting for the Colosseum tonight, especially after the ass whooping that Colorado got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we all saw coming because we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Right.
And the people that don't watch football or pay attention to football or how trends go in football, they were all on the hype train.
Yeah.
They're about to get run the fuck over.
I'm glad we can actually relax now that the hype train is kind of down a bit.
It crashed.
Yeah.
It crashed.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again, we saw this last week.
Yeah.
They went double overtime with a team they should have blown the piss out of.
Yeah.
They hung with TC. They beat TCU in Fort Worth, Texas, but TCU is basically a brand new team after their unexpected run to the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
You beat up Nebraska, but what the hell has Nebraska done lately?
Yeah.
And then you struggle and go to 2 overtimes against the team against your in-state rival that you should have blown the piss out of.
Yeah.
But Snowman,
yes.
Colorado can't stop the run though, and that's what they were doing.
They can't run or stop the run.
They can't run or stop the run. Their defensive line and their offensive line are sieves. They're sieves.
Yeah. They're not there. It's not there yet. They weren't really. It would have been a miracle for them to actually develop a line this quickly.
Yeah, and they're going to get stronger. They're going to get better. But the thing that they have to develop, and I know I'm black. I'm not supposed to use big words, but I'm going to use one anyway. Cohesion.
It takes a while.
It does. It does.
So.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh,
anybody in new sports knew that this was probably going to happen.
Yep.
Oh, anybody smart, we knew that shit. I was expecting them to get maybe 2-3 games, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went on a 3-game losing streak.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. They're in a tough conference.
They got woke up today.
I hate to say them games. I was paying attention. Them games were luck. And, I mean, but this is the thing. You coming from a 1-0, you know, you never won one game.
Was it 1 in 11? 1 in 11.
Yeah, 1 in 11. No offense. Even if they never won another game for the rest of the year, it's still they're still.
What the thing is at some point, you know, the talent's going to have to step up because Deion has done all he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's up to the
It's up to the
players.
players. Yeah.
It's up to the players, and I really want to see what they do. I
Yeah.
had someone actually say to me, "Oh, you don't want to see them succeed." Bullshit. I know
They're
sports.
yeah.
I know more sports in my sleep than you know awake. I
Well,
want to see them succeed.
They've already
Me too.
succeeded because they weren't
They
expected to win a game
tripled
yet.
their win total from last year.
Yeah, they've already succeeded.
I
They
think
What was
like,
it? What was
they
it? What
they
was
only
that
gonna
win
get
total from
about 2
last year?
more
Like
wins.
1-10,
1-11.
1-11.
Yeah, they only. I was only thinking them to win 5. I predicted them to win 5 this year.
we'll
You
see.
know, but I
We'll
mean, I'm
see.
just saying, I predicted them only to win 5. So I mean, anything over technically 1 is a blessing with a team like that.
A bowl appearance is a blessing for Colorado, considering the wake up call they got
Well,
today.
yeah, well, yeah. It's always an if. You know
Mhm.
when they really got competition that wasn't looking past them, what would they do? And we
Right.
saw this Oregon team, man. You could see they were motivated. They
Yeah.
wanted
They wanted
All
this
they
one.
wanted this team. They wanted
They
this game.
right.
Right.
they wanted this one
Yeah,
badly.
Yeah.
They wanted
Of
this one
course.
bad.
and,
Now,
and
the,
you're in their house too.
mhm,
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Mm-hmm.
that's one of the stadiums I want to see. I want to visit. I want to visit Autzen Stadium. When I start doing
Hey,
the when I start doing my stadium tour, and I got that plan for next spring, then I want to be sure I see Autzen. I want to see everything. I want to see all
but
the stadiums.
a snowman. Did
Yes,
you watch the Colorado State game?
you
I
called it.
called that game.
Okay, my bad. I'm just asking.
Oh, you're
Now,
fine with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
here's the
Yeah.
thing, though, too.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Colorado State game and I watched Oregon today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fans in Colorado has to keep that energy up. For the
Absolutely.
most part of the game, Colorado was silent. The stadium
Yep.
was silent.
yeah.
Yep.
It'll be yeah because Colorado's playing like hot garbage. Of
Mm-hmm.
course they're gonna be silent.
But still, you got to make noise to disrupt the offense, especially when the offense is on.
In
True.
other words, the team has to do something to motivate the fans, right? If they don't, it's gonna get quiet. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna get quiet because you're scared, so they're gonna get quiet. And as the opposing team, you're playing to shut that crowd up.
Keep the noise up.
Yeah,
And Colorado State should get punched in the mouth the rest of the season because they let an 11-point lead slip. They led by 11 with less than 8 minutes remaining,
Yeah.
and they let it slip. And they let it slip away. They let it slip away.
Now, let me ask you this though: if Colorado State would have won, how do you think their coach would have reacted?
their coach.
Colorado State's coach. Oh, he'd have been
Yeah.
happy. Oh, he'd have been happier than hell.
You've been talking all kind of shit.
Yep.
Did you
talked
see
it
how
through the
did you
game,
see
and
how
he said
Oregon's
during
coach
it.
reacted
Mhm.
at the press conference? It's like, look, we needed this win, blah blah. Now we on to the next week.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, basically, you did your job. You got your team motivated. You sold your tickets, and you did it on national TV. So
Right.
And that was the message I was conveying earlier.
Mhm.
That was the message I was conveying earlier. That's one of those times that you have to think that way. And I'm hoping Colorado takes that lesson into the remainder of the season because now you got USC in your house, you go to Arizona State, and you got the rest of the Pac-12 season.
Oh yeah, but you know what else that Oregon's coach said? They got a great coach, and that team is going to be real good in the future.
It is, yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
professional. He acted like a
Right.
professional. Like, look,
Mhm.
we shut them down, the hype train. But you know what? To keep the high road, to keep
Yeah.
all deflection off of me.
Yeah.
You got a Hall of Famer coach there.
hmm
He got those
Right.
guys playing better
Yeah.
than what they supposed to.
Yeah.
Now we off to the next week.
Because he was saying the same thing we were saying. How the fuck is he doing this?
Exactly.
Yeah. And how long can he do this?
Well,
That was the question.
right. He was like I said. He was getting the people to play well above their level. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yes.
and only I hate to say something. The only people who really should be upset with them for losing today is people who was raised by females who never had men around in their life because you got no logic. Any man knew that this was coming to an end.
Yep.
Any logic, we knew that.
Yep.
But it's like this is a new team. It's a new team. Like, if there's a new business that takes over something and they're new, it's there to say they only got 2, 3 contracts. Expect some hiccups. Only an intelligent person would. You would expect something.
Man,
And
All right.
I expect them to lose to USC, but the
Right.
fact they're playing at home, they
Mhm.
have to play very competitive. They have to
Right.
stay in it at least.
Mhm.
They have to
That's
run
all.
the damn ball.
with what?
Well,
They don't
we
have
know
out. They O line came to protect Shador.
true.
They can't even
True.
stop a cold.
They
Well,
they have well
the-
Shadur's going to have to do something with USC coming next weekend.
who's their running back anyway?
They haven't selected one.
That's what my sentiments exactly. They don't have a running game. He knows that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was a problem with TCU. There was a problem with Nebraska in the beginning. That's how come that's how come they get started so slowly, is because they have to figure out ways to get around the defense without a run.
Right. So they have to figure out something quick.
Yeah. Same thing with same thing even with Colorado State, right? You can't run,
Mhm.
and they know it.
Can't run the ball.
So
And
they
Colorado State was running that ball.
Speaking of Arizona State
Mhm,
and USC, it's
mhm.
halftime in Tempe. USC 21, Arizona State 13.
Okay, it's a game.
That could get interesting.
Who won the Ohio State game?
Ohio State won at the buzzer, 17-14.
Okay.
They did Ohio State.
How about the Florida State game? Because I know we went it overtime.
Florida State 31, Clemson 24 in overtime.
Okay, that was a hell of a game.
Oh, when I talked with Vegas Scoreboard Express today, everybody was the other guys were picking Florida State to win handily.
Okay.
Here's a history lesson. The same thing was expected of Florida State in 1995 when they went to Charlottesville, Virginia, and laid a big fat egg and lost 33-28 to Virginia.
Mm.
That's the history lesson I dropped today, and it was going to be that kind of game, a classic trap game.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it's Clemson, who's owned Florida State for the past 7 years, the Clemson Tigers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Clemson ain't no joke. People forget. They just don't have the name.
Right.
And this year they're down because they don't have the essential parts in place yet.
Yeah. Oh, how do you? The thing is that portal, man, the transfer portal, man, is screwing up everything, because you really can't tell from one season to the next what these teams are actually going to look like.
Right. So far, Caleb Williams 11 of 15, 144 yards plus a touchdown.
Okay. Nice.
Mike Lloyd for USC, 8 carries. Is this 62 yards? 62 yards.
Okay.
And I may have gotten the name. It was Marshawn Lloyd. I got the name wrong. I apologize. But Marshawn Lloyd, 62 yards so far, and they're at the half, and it's a full house in Sun Devil Stadium. Now it's called something else. What's it called now? Mountain Bank Stadium or something like that.
Everybody's got
a corporate name now, except Autzen Stadium. Utah beat UCLA 14-7. Oklahoma struggled with Cincinnati, but won 20-6.
Yeah.
Washington beat up. Oh, let me change that. Washington is beating up California at halftime, 45-12.
Wow. Okay.
And that's at the half. And Northwestern came back and beat Minnesota in overtime, 37-34. They were down 24-7 at the half.
Wow.
They were down 24-7.
Nobody plays defense anymore, huh?
Defense is optional. Defense definitely is optional in this
I got
case.
a question. I got a question for anybody. We see we got some men here. Anybody ever put a tie rod on before?
A tie rod?
Yeah.
On a car?
Yes.
It depends how it's put on. Some are easier, where you just screw it in, and some you got to put some, some you had damn near weld. So it just depends on the car.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, real quick, 70 watching. Y'all hit the like and share, subscribe, hit the class. Yeah, BGS tax in effect.
And we're running a mini telethon because
Right.
AB needs a new laptop.
the Colosseum needs a new laptop.
Coliseum needs a new laptop. Well, he's
Right.
gonna have two of them because I'm gonna send him my old one when I clean it off. But let's help AB get a new lap. Let's help the Coliseum get a new laptop, and also if y'all can help the Snowman start a stadium tour.
Right.
And the stadium tour is going to be raising money for cancer patients.
Okay.
That's one of the main purposes.
For real? No, I'm just support you.
Jody's idea.
You
When
hit
I
somebody
came out of
upside the head with
surgery, Jody said to me, "I want you to see every stadium in the country that you'd like to see." I already got one in the book with Kauffman Stadium, and I now have Soldier Field. Did a game there 3 weeks ago. I already got.
Been to Mile High?
Have I been to Mile High? The old one, yes, not the new one.
Okay.
I've been to the old one. Haven't seen the new one.
Okay.
I've seen the Delta Center in Salt Lake. Haven't been in it yet. Neyland Stadium in Tennessee. Flew over that, but now I want to. Not only do I want to see them, I want to go in them.
Okay, you want to hear something funny, BGF? I'm going to show you how. I must have the. I'm trying to change my ways. I still got violence at heart. I'm looking at the tie rod puller, right? I'm sitting there holding it, and I'm sitting here with my girl, and I told her, "Man, you can hit somebody upside the head good with this." Look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come to my mind. I mean, think about it. This would be a perfect thing to keep in the car. What you say, nigga? Wow. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. I mean, you sit it right on the seat.
Yeah.
Kind of remind you of mag light flashlights back in the day. The cops used to carry.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Remember back in the day?
Big old mag light. Yeah.
Yes. What?
Back in the day, they still carry.
No, actually, some police departments they banned them. They weren't allowed to carry the mag because they was beating the shit out of people with them. like that. Yeah, literally.
The mag lights were worse than the baton.
Yeah, and they're right. That's why they banned them. You didn't hear that? Because you people remember when mag light came out with them? Because think about it. Look at this. It looks like a mag light flashlight, don't it?
It does. It does. Yeah.
Right. And this was like a 6-cell D battery.
Yeah.
And I mean, like if you see, it looks like a mag light flashlight.
And
I mean,
it made out of what is it? Airline aluminum and heavy as hell. Yeah.
And I mean, this. What? You want to see it? My girl, you know that's me. I'm crazy, ain't I, baby? Oh, she said, but hell yeah, you know.
Oh, that's why she with you.
Oh, she knows. Well, you see, like I tell everybody, I say I got a nonchalant. I think we're gonna name the dog Nonchalant because he always just calm and relaxed. And so I told her, I said, why is that? I said, because we already got one crazy dog in the house. We don't need two.
Yeah.
You see, here's my dog. You want to see what he look like?
That's the dog. What kind of dog is it?
Yorkie.
Oh, Yorkie. Okay.
Hey, BGS, these heifers are still crying about Tyler Perry. I'm like, good Lord.
Oh, it's gonna be. He hurt them. He hurt their heart, man. Because
I don't know why he's been telling them the same
he
shit
can't see you.
for years.
Nah, the thing is, he's put in movies. They think what they want, but he told them, man, straight up.
Yeah,
it's different.
You heard these chicks feeling like, dang, y'all that mad.
Yeah, because you're talking to the men.
Yeah, what you doing?
And that's in other words, you can't go to your girlfriends no more and talk shit. And all the black men said, hell, you don't want us, get a new man.
Yeah.
Well, half of us don't care. This is the problem. They don't realize. Ain't no way paying over there. Half of us don't care no more.
No, we don't. Oh, half of us. Most of us don't.
Right, most of us. Right, you're right. That's not more than half. It's most.
Most.
And speaking of which, the dumb B, as you call her, Tia Mallory, still can't find a man. Oh, what a shock!
Oh, right.
She can't. She should take Tyler Perry's advice.
Right.
Pretty much.
Find a man can pay the light bill.
Thank you. I mean, here's the question. I said the only
the light bill in California ain't no joke though.
Yeah, good luck playing her like
You
this.
got problems. You got have a motherfucker that can cook a meal and pay for the food. Shit, even that helps a lot. You know?
No, she wants something better than what she had.
But this is the problem. Have some person that could cook a meal and
Yeah.
do all that. That helps a lot. I mean,
but she wants something better than what she had.
Well, that ain't happening though.
Because she's graduated, right?
It don't mean shit.
Oh yeah, I
Look,
graduated.
and we tell them all the time, you don't qualify for it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Because they're not asking to talk to you.
Yeah, you're 45 years old and you want a better dude than the one you had. You had a 1% dude and you want better than what you had. Good luck.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Corey's out there banging them 20-year-olds.
Right. And you can beg all you want. He ain't coming back.
Nah, I wouldn't come back. You see what Jeannie Martin is doing right now.
Right. Oh, she begging? Of course.
She begging him to come back. Basically, you found out the prenup was ironclad, huh? Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But not only that, and then you find out too that you realize that this is the thing. As soon as they're done with you, they just kick you to the curb. That's all you are. You're not even gonna have a close to a connection.
She's in Hollywood. She's in Hollywood. She knows that thing. She thought the lawyer that she had said that we might be able to have the prenup thrown out, and so they probably had a couple of judges look at it under the table and said, "Nope, it's ironclad. Oh shit, you better go get your husband back, and learn to keep your mouth shut."
Right.
Learn to control that temper.
No, basically, no. She's Asian. She can control the temper.
Yeah,
if she wants to.
They just like I tell people all the time, y'all just like to do that shit because it sounds funny.
Yeah,
it sounds good to your girls. But then I tell them like this but it sounds good to your girls while you sitting in the party. But they don't. It sounds good while y'all in that big ass group. But when you're sitting there alone at night, it don't sound good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
She didn't talk to the white boy that way. So just because he's black, you think you can talk to him that way? Don't work that way.
Right.
That's what he told her.
No, don't work that way.
No, I ain't now, Cupcake. Don't work that way.
That's my girl's daughter's nickname, Cupcake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the first thing I address with all my women. Okay. Because every black woman, man, at some point they're gonna bark.
Yep.
They're gonna bark. Every 6 months they're gonna bark.
Yeah.
And I say the same. Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
And it all depends on after they bark, how quickly do they roll back in line.
Yeah.
Because I expect it so often,
And my thing is the dude that might get who the fuck you think you're talking to? Why am I talking to you? Not for long.
Right. Bye.
And I'm getting ready. I'm gonna hang up this phone. I suggested you come back speaking to me that way again. Okay.
Right.
Click.
Right.
It take about 6 months before they bark again.
Yeah. Right. Tell them. Right.
Yeah.
Look, man, I already know. Look, especially after you get to a certain age, you already know.
Yeah.
The main thing I need from you, I don't need to do that as much as I used to need to. I mean,
see, my thing with my folks, with my friends, with my girls, and even with my kids, right? Well, kids, unless there's something really wrong, I'm not gonna holler at you. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna talk crazy to you, right? I don't do that shit, okay? And by the same token, unless it's something I really did, okay? Now, if I really fucked up, and you got a right to yell at me and talk crazy, okay? Here's what it is. I fucked up. Got to take that, okay? But off the cuff,
you better go somewhere with that shit.
My kids are grown, right? I said, my kids, they're grown now, and sometimes they get to ranting because they've been talking to their significant others or whatever the fuck, and they get on the phone with their attitude. Blah 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 blah. My daughter did that. Blah 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 blah. Okay, give it like a couple of minutes. Let it calm down. Blah 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 blah. So, whoa. She said, "What? Who am I, Daddy? Since when do I allow you to talk to him that way? But I ain't no goddamn buts. You know, you're an adult.
What?
Calm that shit down. Okay.
Well, not even the fact that you got to do two, and people like me. So you realize I told you, you'd be like forgotten plants on the back porch.
Yeah.
I'll tell them in a minute. I
Yeah,
said, why? Mm-hmm.
that's why I drop people. You see on people on my stream. As long as you come in, you're talking halfway decent, man. Like you got some goddamn manners and
Got
sense. You can
implants
stay up
on
there.
the back
You can stay.
porch.
You stay up there all night. The thing as soon as you
Right.
blah 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 blah. So whoa, man, can you chill out? Blah 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 blah.
I bid you
Bloop.
good night, sir.
Yeah, bloop.
Right. Forgotten
You have a
plants.
good
I
night.
told you, forgotten plants on the back porch all day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I told him, I said, you don't realize, and especially with people you're fucking. I told him, look, you just gonna listen. It's just
We
gonna be
only
like
had to do that a
that.
couple
You
times,
know, you know
fortunately.
what, you know what? I don't take that shit, man. When you're 5 years old, they teach you impulse control. I don't take that shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, you know how to shut the fuck up because you did it for 12 years in school. Okay,
What?
13 years in school. You know how to
Right.
shut the fuck up because you
Right.
didn't go in that rah stuff if you pissed off the teacher. Okay,
Right.
you know how to sit down and shut your mouth and talk like you
Mm-hmm.
had some sense. You know how to
Right.
do it. Okay, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to talk to me.
Right.
Mhm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I had to do. That's what I had to do with the, with code breakers, man. Hey, okay, yeah, I guess this is gonna be a feature when I come over here. Okay, so guess what?
Wow.
I
Mhm.
guess I'm not welcome in this room. I can't tell you how to talk to me in your house. Guess what? I have to come to your house.
Right. Thank you. And you said a lot, especially as we get older, you realize
Yeah,
once we get used to not going to your house, we don't come back.
Right.
I mean, y'all the one out
Exactly.
there talking about y'all want to come to our house.
and
Do you see us trying to come back?
there's
Do
a
you
lot.
see like?
There's a
I
lot of
mean, come
people.
on now.
There's a lot of people I rocked with when I first got here in the
Right. They
Manosphere,
don't
right?
rock with no
That I
more.
don't rock with no more. Okay, I don't.
I can name a couple.
Yeah, I don't ill love them. I don't talk bad about them. Guess what?
Mhm.
I don't fuck with them either.
Well, one of them people that you don't speak to back north, he made a comment, especially about me. I know. Oh, if you notice, you had a wrench, and you don't have a wrench no more, because I don't come through all that much. Then you need to donate and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I realized who you said that because that was right after I came and said something,
Hmm.
and so we already knew who the. I said, what? I said, yeah. And to me, I call it is. That's just like a nigga way of putting you on the spot, kind of like what a bitch do when she get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her, I said, I said, well, you don't have to worry. You'll never get a taste of my money again. I mean, what?
You have a lovely life.
I said, you realize I'm not the type of person that to hold my tongue. Period. I
No.
actually like to fight. I
Well,
like
you
to
do.
fight. I like to talk, and I like to talk shit.
Yes, you do.
And like I used to tell people all the time, don't talk about no fighting and shit. All this, I used to tell the YouTube, don't talk about no fighting and shit. Why is that? Because bitch, ain't none of y'all got a criminal record or juvenile record for beating them niggas' asses. I do.
I try
I
to
said
avoid
so.
those, man.
But you understand what I'm trying to say. I said,
Yeah,
y'all
I
ain't even
understand.
got the background to prove that y'all fighters.
Yeah.
Get the background first. I
I,
remember this old man was talking that book. I'm like, nigga, you used to talk. I remember Connor used to talk that your cousin was the one who always fought your battles.
mm,
You forgot, nigga, I was back there back in the day. Remember, I was one of your friends that talked to you offline. Now you trying to say that you don't whip niggas' asses. What the fuck you going? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck your ass man? Oh man, dude, I'm like, for real, nigga? Oh my gosh.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I,
like, go somewhere, dude.
I have a very explosive temper, and I had learned when I was young. Okay, you won't, you'll be in prison if you keep this up. If you're
Right.
gonna be a fighter,
Yeah, it's
you're not gonna
fun
be able to
though.
be very long. Yeah, not if you kill people,
No,
not
Yeah.
if you kill people.
listen, listen. As long as you don't get caught, that's all you all right.
Oh,
I learned in third grade when I damn near, when that teacher, my third grade teacher had to take away, those chairs with the metal legs.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, he had a bully, and she had to snatch 3 of those things away from me. Okay.
Yeah, you was the first cheer person.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
you
yeah,
had
yeah,
me
yeah.
back there.
Yeah, you older than me. What you doing in the third grade? I have no idea. But then you older than me, thought you was a bully. Yeah, okay.
Right,
Taste this chair. You lucky that teacher was
right.
there. Yeah, she saw it. Good thing she saw it because I was gonna kill him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean, you were the first cheer gate.
yeah,
But think about it. That guy that was swinging on them, he had to be in his 50s.
yeah, yeah.
That dude had to be in his 50s, so that's what I tell you. Don't put it past it just because there wasn't no internet how y'all watch it now. Them niggas beat people's asses too.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot easier to get away with beating somebody's ass then because there wasn't all these damn cameras.
Yeah.
They could only talk about it and assume what happened. You know,
Hey,
these
BGS,
cameras made it worse.
what are your thoughts on Nicki Minaj's husband acting like he ain't got no damn sense?
Oh,
Nicki
oh,
Minaj's husband.
yeah, he was
Because
talking about we outside about to beat people's asses and shit.
because her husband ain't got no damn sense. So that's why he went to prison in the first place.
Of
Forgot where he
course.
came from.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he's
You
gonna
old
bring
for
her
that shit,
brand down.
man. You 10 years
No.
older than me.
Huh?
But
She don't matter. He ain't.
if that's her promoting proxy violence, that's some bullshit. She sending this motherfucker on a takeoff on a suicide mission
Yeah.
and don't know if that dude got a gun or not. He don't know nothing about that motherfucker. He probably next thing you know.
He been in jail for all kind of stuff, man. So
Yeah,
he just one
he'd
of
be
them dudes.
dead. He'd be dead in 3 years. That man gonna be dead in 3 years, max. Oh, he talking too much shit, and
He
it's
got
gonna
a,
be he.
hey Dre, she got a life insurance policy on him. She ain't
No
stupid.
shit. That's what I'm thinking. Right, she got a life insurance policy on him.
The thing is, people don't realize she's like that.
Yeah, and she is. Oh, everybody knows that. Remember at the music awards when they turned her fucking mic off because she kept going. But this the bad thing is you don't realize something. The beautiful thing I love about how these dumbass women acting like this is these motherfuckers are so out of control and so dumb. It's like back in the day, I would want to. Yeah, man, I would be glad to get there. I'm be glad to be nice to beat your ass. Now these motherfuckers so out of control and dumb, they gonna beat their asses each other for you.
Yeah.
So we just go sit back and watch them fight. I mean, literally, in the next 3 to 4 years, you're gonna see so many women fighting. It ain't funny. You can just you see it
I'm
already,
already seeing it.
right? Yeah. I mean, so what? I hate to say it, we don't have to do nothing. We don't have to talk about you no more. I hate to say the best thing we needed was Suki and Sexy Red. We're gonna be thank you.
What if,
Manosphere,
what,
we can move on to other things. So we don't need to talk about them no more. You can't get no lower than y'all motherfuckers are.
what if people seeing Suki and Sexy Red? Good
Nah,
lord.
nah,
Because
I ain't gonna lie. I would fuck the shit out of Silk, man, but
because they're hoes, they low class hoes.
right,
Everybody knows
right.
that's
I
what they
fuck
good for.
right. That's all it is, right?
Yeah,
And I hate to
exactly.
say
Low
something,
class hoes.
right? But this is no offense.
That's
That's what
really damn near look
majority
like a
of black
dude.
women want to be. That's what majority of black women want to be, though. See,
Well,
that's the thing.
this is
You can't tell the difference between right,
this is a class thing. This is
right, right,
the low class, and people
right.
and black folks like that. Black women.
Is that why
Black
I'm
women
always attracted
love
to
it, love it, love it. They love it. Not like it, love. They don't like it. Love that. That's the new norm. Not like that. You don't have to. We don't have to worry about bashing black women no more. You don't even talk about them no more because
Now
y'all are doing it for us.
yeah, they bash themselves. So
You're
them?
right. It's over with. You're doing it for us. I don't have to do shit no more. I told them. I said that's the beauty of it. After a while, you do so much, people just say, you know what, fine. And I mean, I hate to say something. They don't realize it. They're going to become so bad that companies are not going to want to hire black women anymore. Period. It's becoming because the companies are starting to see that. It ain't coming out, but they're starting to see that the black women, especially, are becoming too much trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too much of that reality TV. They think they look.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, like well, I know people say, back then it was just we knew but they're becoming too bad. They realize that half the time the black women are the laziest workers at any job. You see that when it comes to productivity, you ain't getting that shit out of them. Period.
hmm
And I tell you, you really guys know if they still hit stop that double minority, they'd be done.
Oh yeah, well that's over pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's getting bad.
Yeah, well, it's just getting started.
Oh, I know.
Just getting started. People, the automation. People think, oh, it's not going to affect us. Shit.
Shit, they're getting rid of y'all first.
Mm.
Yeah,
You
shit.
know,
As soon as AB told me about about ChatGPT filling in we're writing fucking programs, damn near just have to fill in the
Oh
blanks.
no.
Oh shit, it's over.
No, they've been
Yeah.
doing they've been
Oh,
doing
it's worse
it.
than that.
What's happening now?
You can write a class. You can define a class in multiple languages.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, the chat
Look,
BTB been
no,
running the articles.
wait a minute. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I can write something. I can write it for C#, C++, Python, VB, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Write it in whatever language you want, and it'll write the class out for you. Java.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you put yourself in the yourself in the shoes of a businessman, that means you have to hire less people.
But and then also you have to worry about the turmoil, especially right now. We going through a recession. You realize that everybody's looking to get rich free, and they're trying to do the least amount of work and get some pay. Right now, I remember, didn't I say this going to be in about a couple more months? It's going to be the year of the sue or false accusations because people are trying to get paid for nothing.
Yep.
Scams, all this shit. Like I told you, I said this is a scammer's dream this time of year. This time of year,
I'm
scammer's
sorry.
dream.
Larry, I'm sorry to tell you this, but that shit's already been going on.
No, but it's even more. I mean, it's already been going on. But watch in the next couple of months, give it about 8 more months, you're gonna see that there's like so many fucking lawsuits filed, so many fucking scams that they just like it's because a lot of people are sloppy, they don't get the skill. They're gonna see they're gonna start talking about it eventually because it's the art of laziness, scams. Like they didn't even talk about it too much about the motherfucking scamming the jobs working from home. That's the main reason why they want to bring the motherfuckers back. Because these niggas is sitting at home and they got $3,000 or $40,000 a year jobs and dicking off all day at work. So think about it. You're doing like a tenth of the work, but you got 4 jobs. So you work 40 hours a week and you just divide them all up. You know what I mean? You're working like 20 minutes an hour at each job. And that's what right. That's a big scam going on now. And if you notice the social medias, they have just drowned that. You don't hear that, but that's a big scam going on. Ask the people who hire people from home. That's the main reason why they want to get your motherfuckers' asses back to the office to make sure that you motherfuckers doing work. Had nothing to do with that. They want to get your ass back to the office because productivity is in the toilet. The customer service rate is at an all-time low in all companies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Customer satisfaction gone in the toilet, everything gone. Why is that? Because these niggas ain't working. They're doing scams and scamming their employees by not doing no damn work and saying they at work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like there's YouTubers that got paid just telling you how to do that. Look it up. No, for real, they're YouTubers. They tell you how to do that. Did you know that? Oh, you ain't seen none of them.
I haven't looked for it.
Yeah, see, you got to look for it too. So that special, it ain't being advertised.
No, of course not.
Of course not, because it's basically fraud. It's showing you how to basically fraud the job. How to look it up. How to work 3 40-hour-a-week jobs.
Yep.
Look it up.
Oh yeah, it's called overemployment. Yeah. Oh, that's been around for a while, man.
No, but now it's worse than from working at home.
It is work. Basically, was the young Grizzly been telling us about this for about a year?
Yeah.
Overemployment. Huh?
Yeah.
Shout out to Young Grizzly.
Yeah. You've been saying that for a year.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta be stupid not to
get that money while you can, boy. Because once the AI kicks in, they're gonna start letting people go.
Yeah.
Why you think I'm trying to capitalize in my field?
I was watching Young Grizzly's video the other day. He was talking about your video about how much it costs to marry.
Oh, the marry, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a question he asked: how much to marry you?
He's like, y'all too damn expensive, and I'm in the 6-figure range.
Right.
You talking about you want a dude that makes $200,000, and all that? It's like, you know what that implies?
Right.
And that's why I laugh at these chicks though, cause see, y'all think we don't talk to these dudes. We talk to these dudes.
Yeah.
We don't qualify.
Right. Well, we all know, like when they sit up and say that we ain't good enough, we sit there and laugh because we already know that they ain't good enough for the dudes that they want. Are you?
The first thing I ask you, have you ever dated these dudes
Yeah,
that
I
you
fuck
want?
them.
First thing they first they say no.
No, but they might have fucked them, but they ain't never you've been in no committed relationship with them.
Of course not.
And no offense, I'm not even gonna lie, and I hate this, hate to say this with my girl in the next room, but you see, I still talk the same. I
Mm,
said, as a man right now, if you're in a relationship, you're a damn fool.
mm.
I
Yeah.
mean, because there is no reason right now, especially as a man, to be in a relationship. There's
Unless if
too many single, right? Unless you
uh,
really care about the person, because there's too
care
many.
about it,
Right,
or that person brings some kind of value to you because
right, right,
you're
right.
not
There's too
doing it.
Right.
many out here.
You're not
Right,
doing it to have sex because that's the more expensive way to actually get sex. You're in a
right. Thank
relationship.
you. Right,
Mm,
right. I mean, so plain and simple.
Too much
Unless you really, that's right. Too much hassle.
too much hassle, too much headache, and
Right.
too much money. Yeah,
A lot cheaper.
that's a lot cheaper. Oh,
hmm
but
Y'all,
it makes you a trick. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
save money.
it's fun and it's fun. you
mhm. Yeah,
know.
saves money. Now you got all these chicks money. Where are the men at? How come
Yeah.
was
hmm
nobody ever close to me? I was like, well,
Be-
that's the price you pay for the Me Too movement. I'm just saying.
No, the thing is that what women think, because it's been going on so long that it's men's duty to approach them and date them. No,
hmm
it's not. If
Yeah,
it's not, and I've been reading it. This is a white guy saying it. Dating's not fun anymore.
right. It's
Why should
not.
I
It's,
take you out and spend money on you to have a bad time?
Right,
hmm
right, and that's the worst thing. Here's a question: with everything being more expensive and all like that, the worst thing
Yeah,
to do is spend money and have a bad time. Remember,
yeah.
I took a chick out like that, and I told her, I said, "Yo, relax, I spent a couple $100 tonight, and I had a
Mhm.
horrible time." And there's been times I done went out and I done spent about $50 and had a blast.
Had a
right,
blast.
right,
Basically,
right, right,
yeah, I've been telling guys, we young guys are hard headed, man. I said,
right.
if you ain't if she is not willing to talk to you on the phone for at least a week, okay,
hmm
she's not worth
hmm
right.
taking out.
Right,
Not worth taking out.
right, not even.
If she's avoiding you and you're trying to get her for sex, I remember one of my partners, right? He's trying to take this young chick out. He's an older dude. Taking this one chick out, right?
hmm
He's taking her out on dates and stuff like that, and
hmm
he took her out on 2 or 3 dates, spent some money, and said, "But she
hmm
ain't come off no draws." I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay."
Bye.
Is that why you dating her? And he says,
What are you
he
talking about?
said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, man. Why don't you just say, just bring her over and sit her down. Hey, baby, here's $50. Pull them clothes off." So that's what he did,
And she did it.
Okay.
and
And
she
she
did
did
it.
it. Right, right, right,
You done spent $300, man.
right,
This is back in the '90s. You done
right,
spent $300 on this
right.
chick.
Mm-hmm.
On this chick
Right.
ain't got
Mm-hmm.
nothing when you could have just
Right.
spent 50 and got what you wanted.
Right.
Good.
And then half the time is this is the problem too, especially as you get older. Half
Mm,
the time is after they get on your damn nerves, you don't want to fuck them anyway.
mm.
Now, like the best. What was that song? Soon as I come, you can go and leave. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. That is
You
the
can
best
leave,
line
huh?
of the song. No, but I'm like, because I always that's the only part of the song I know. But like when they should be saying like, because they still been playing it on the radio recently. As soon as I come, you can go, and I'm like, man,
And
whoever
here
wrote
you
that
go, huh?
line, it's true. That's right. You like that? What's that song? Like cardiac glasses. Something yellow Ferrari like Pikachu or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I know that as soon as I come, you go leave part. Tell you that a lot of men think like that. But my dude, he be saying like when that part of the song come on, he go, yeah. 'Cause especially as it's just too damn hard. I got to sit here and bicker with you. I got the experience. I don't need to sit here and bicker with you and tell you when you see. I'm already right. you know, especially when you're trying to tell a person these motherfuckers still don't want to listen.
I don't
Bitch,
bicker.
come.
I don't bicker with no chick.
Right.
The only person I bickered with is either the chick I'm living with,
Mhm.
engaged to, I got kids with. That's the only chick I bicker with. The
Well,
other chicks, I
no,
don't bicker with them.
no. Listen to this. Now, my girlfriend is standing outside the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Chick next door come by.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know I'm pretty. Can you help me get in my car? This, that, and the other. So I'm sitting here telling her, okay, now I'm looking at it's an old ass car. This window right here, it's X amount. Just instead of paying $100 for locksmith, bust this window right here. Just open the door.
Mm-hmm.
They got plenty of these cars down here at the junkyard. I said, this is what you do. Wait till the morning. Get up in the morning, call the junkyard, see which window they got. bust the window that you got. These two windows, you just glue them in. You don't
Mm-hmm.
even take no tools needed. They just glue right in.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I just told her, I said, I ain't got no tackers, you see. Bitch, you knocked on my fucking door last night. I didn't knock on yours.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you asked my woman to borrow her man
Mm-hmm.
to help you get in.
Yeah.
You know what I said, tell her, so why the fuck you ain't gonna listen to me? But see,
Mm-hmm.
that's the problem. Nah, what? I pissed her off. She sat there, that car sat there for like 4 days before
Mm-hmm.
she finally did it. But I
Mm-hmm.
told her what? I didn't like it was. She was sitting there talking to a dude on the phone. I'm like, is that your man on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he ain't my man. I said, well, damn, why the fuck you say it like that? Because you see, I put her on the blast right in front of the dude. Why the fuck you
Mm-hmm.
say it like that? Oh, and then I'm like, no, because I said it right. Well, nigga, you better not give her no money then. Since you ain't your man, you better tell her to give up the draw. I said it right there in front of her. No, I said, why the fuck you say it like that? Oh, he in a friend zone, huh? Oh, he in a friend zone? So I made it. I think that he did score because I saw a car over in that yard that
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't never seen before. So I
Oh
think
yeah.
that, hey, if it wasn't for me, I helped the dude get out the friend zone because she had to fuck him after that.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
had to
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
him.
She needs some
Right.
money. Yeah.
Right. And I do admit, like, the car was fixed afterwards. And I'm like, mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
said, so she had to fuck him after that. But I'm like, playing so why the fuck you telling me? I said,
And
you
like,
notice, you don't see me going knocking on nobody else's doors. I handle everything I need myself. I said, you
yeah,
need me before I need you.
and like they see saying, for instance, da 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 da,
Right.
charge her.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And what did he do?
He
I
charged.
saw, we saw a car over there we had never seen before. You remember
Uh,
that, baby?
uh,
Cause girlfriend was sitting up there last night. She was like,
mm-hmm.
and I'm like, what the fuck you? Wait a minute, why the fuck you talking back to me? You don't know shit about cars. I said last time I checked, you asked my woman to borrow her man. No, I'm told. I said, now, unless you gonna come and help my woman tonight? Is that what you need? No, I'm
Yeah,
just joking,
yeah.
baby.
No, she should.
Right, but you understand what I'm saying. I said,
Uh,
you borrowed my woman, man. So you better
mm,
come with some paper.
yeah, yeah.
For what?
Anyone watching, hit the Cash App, support the show, support the Manosphere Laptop Fund.
That's your laptop phone. We're trying to get an exterminator in the stadium. We're trying to get a general contractor over to the stadium. We're surveying the ground.
Yeah, the Colosseum's got this. Coliseum has termites.
No, we're surveying. Then we over here, seeing. We're looking around. We got it. Come on now. Ain't nobody hit the number. It says we hit it earlier. I ain't heard you say another cash app. Hey man, you motherfuckers ain't said shit yet. I ain't heard this nigga mention the cash app in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me look.
He said, check the cash. I ain't heard you mention the cash app in about 20 minutes. So either you slipping or they
Probably
slipping.
that. Thank you, F Man, for the $5 Cash App. I hit the
All right.
Cash App.
That's it. Just
Uh,
one.
So far.
Come on, man. Y'all some bitches, man. Put the lotion bottle down a minute and just push the little button on your phone.
Everybody got quiet, man.
Yeah.
It's slow night tonight.
Yeah, I see.
maybe we're not talking about the gynocracy enough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, look,
uh,
go ahead, go ahead. Look. We talk about the next topic they put in the Cash App. That's what we got to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and hit the Cash App, people. That's the next topic. You pick it.
Who's snoring?
no,
Not
no,
Hmm.
me.
no. He's working. It's
I'm
Judge.
working.
Oh, all right.
This nigga is always at work.
So they,
Yeah,
so they, so they crying about the turkeys, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, the churches, because around this time you have a lot of the churches and civic groups around, because really
Mm-hmm.
we're the only supermarket company that in the area that would actually give donations, so they come to
Okay.
us.
mm,
But due to the turkey shortage, we only have enough to supply um,
Right.
our projected traffic.
Mhm.
So I mean, eh, it's bad. So they
Oh,
offered
boy.
them, they could pay the price, but they don't want to.
Nah, of course not.
So,
Yeah, of course
but
not. They
here's
want
the
it for
thing.
free.
Of course, and that's the thing, though. Your average turkey only costs like $18.
Okay.
So, I mean, if any, I mean, depending on, well, your regular tom turkey, like, you know, the 13 to 16 pounder. So, I mean, the average household, I mean, it's more of a PR group and for the churches to say that we're doing something for the community, and also the store, they get that money back anyway as a tax write-off, but due to the fact it's a shortage,
That makes
everybody gets affected. Because one,
right.
it's good to be a good citizen in the community for a business, but right now everybody's feeling the pain. And right now, a lot of prices went up even more. I was looking at the price change list for starting tonight because they're changing over the tags.
Well, this is I tell people all the time. It's
Like,
kind of like
wait,
tell
let
you.
me say this. Let me say this right quick. Last year, even with we were still being affected with COVID. Do y'all got Francisco Rinaldi tomato sauce in your area? Is that real big?
Never heard of it.
I don't think.
What about ragu or prego?
Ragu, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
ragu.
Ragu is like premium. So
Yeah.
regular price of Francisco Rinaldi was like $1.99.
Yeah.
And when it went on sale, it was 99 cents a bottle. Guess what the low sell price is now? We had this, well, technically it's Sunday right now. $169. That's the new sell price.
That's a low price. Okay.
Oh.
That's the sell price. It went up to
fine.
like almost $3.
Wow.
So
Damn.
yeah, I mean,
I said 420. Remember, I told you my wire used to buy that wire for $78.
Yeah.
I had to fix up. I had to fix up thing in the house last month. It was $178 for that same spool of wire.
Yep.
178. Now I do admit, I looked 2 days ago. It was down to 117. So it did spike up and then jump back down, but it was like 178 just for some wire. So imagine,
and for you beef lovers out there, I mean, what the trend going to be now? Because the prices went up with beef. We're cutting thin slices. So if you use your regular, you're gonna have to request that from the butcher.
No, shrinkflation, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
And like I said earlier, like I'm even getting concerned because I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And I make decent money, but for my household, I feel the pinch.
Well, it's just this. Your money just doesn't go as far, and now it's like especially with unfortunately, it hurts the poor people more because they live dumb luxuries that they don't live without. Where you can tell already, like when we was doing the food game, you could tell when people start losing a little bit of money. I said because the elites, I told her, I said the elites in the higher end neighborhoods, all of your customers, they dried up a lot more. They had like where normally we go, like in the suburbs, there'd be plenty of orders in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Well, I feel.
But let me finish.
Sorry.
Compared to in the hood.
Yeah.
Now, when money started getting a little tight, the suburbs dried up. The hood continued at the same rate.
Yeah.
Which was stupid. But the only problem with the hood continued at the same rate, it was a lot more scams, a lot more people saying they didn't get their shit. Especially like when you go up to deliver the food to somebody's house and you bring in like one kid's meal and 3 kids come running to the door when they meet you. So you already realize, well, wait a minute, this bitch gonna say she didn't get it and I haven't sent another one. And they were doing a lot of that shit. And it's just like, what the fuck? You bought 1 kid's meal, there's 3 kids here.
Yeah.
And you see the kids running to the window like they knew you were coming. So come on now. I mean, I can tell. Oh yeah, this is because I've done that. They do that bullshit. And like literally, sometimes I've got the same fucking order to go to the same place, same exact thing. And I'm like, bitch, you know, what I mean, sometimes you want to tell them, look, man, why don't you just kick? Do you need some money? You know, I mean, like, what? Here's $20, man. I do this on the side, just to kill some time. This ain't my gig, my job for life. But I mean, like, literally, that's what it is.
Mm.
Because the black people, they'll find a way to scam you. Like I told you, the other kid, one of the kids I know, he went down to a chick's house. He, you know, I guess he might have tapped it and fell asleep. And this dude taps her girl in the other room. Next thing you know, he wake up to a gun in his head and being beat the shit out of his ass. They robbed him.
Wow.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Now and then the bitch talking about, well, what are you talking about? Did something happen at my house? Bitch, he just fucked you a couple hours ago. How the fuck you already set this nigga up? Going somewhere with that shit. You know?
Oh,
'Cause-
just-
What?
These dudes that approach these
Well-
handlers be setting dudes up.
yeah, I know. He
Yeah.
woke up. Think about it. He was laying there sitting sleep. They put him in a concussion. He was doing it because the dude only like 18, so he didn't know. You know, this is a bad time to be young. I'm like, dude, you don't
Yeah.
fuck no bitch you don't know and fall asleep and you just met her.
Oh no, he don't do that.
Yeah.
I told her, you,
Yeah,
put the
it's
cattle on you.
dangerous
I
now.
told her, you put the cattle on you. You fell asleep and you woke up getting your fucking ass beat in a hospital with a concussion and shit.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
go ahead.
I actually feel sorry for, because in my area where the store at,
Mhm.
it's a ton. It's like a lot of elderly homes, and I could tell by looking at a lot of the customers, like that's
Yeah.
what they're living on, and they don't have no basis of
Mhm.
other support because their family members
Yeah.
ain't shit.
Mhm.
Right.
I have no sympathy for these young entitled people that think it's free money, but I'm concerned at the same time. If they can't get what they want, these are the ones that's actually shoplifting in the store.
Oh, they
I'm
killing
like,
these
I
stores.
have real sympathy for like my elderly clientele,
Mhm.
and those are the ones that what the pain is about to come.
No, they're beating these old people up, keep taking it. I mean, they're robbing old people like it ain't nothing, dude.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and a lot of the news places are even scared to say it. I mean, like literally because they don't want to. They don't. It's like go ahead.
Bad press. Yeah.
Yeah, right. They don't want, but they already know they're robbing these old people. Like you heard about the guy the old man they beat up here. All the Kia boys beat up here in Cleveland.
Mhm.
My dude saw them motherfuckers. He saw them like 4 hours earlier, and he had called the police, seen them then, but the police didn't come. And he followed them for a while. The police didn't come. So basically, that old man would not have been in the hospital because they beat the shit out of him. And I mean, when you think about you are like 60 something years old and you get jumped by like 10 people that's like 18. Oh,
Well,
that's
hell,
yeah.
if you're 18 years old, get beat up by 10 people, you're going to the hospital.
But imagine being 60.
Yeah.
BGS.
They probably took a light on you because you were 60.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Now, 10
Right.
guys beat you up and you're 60, you're dead.
Well, I mean, 3 of them had pulled out guns. So what the fuck you pull out a gun for a 60-year-old man? After you done beat the shit out of there.
Because you
have a gun. Yeah.
you got a moralist society.
But yeah. Hey, what the fuck? You know they beat the shit out of his ass.
That what like when I came up, that would never crossed my mind. I came up during the era where your neighbors whip your ass and
Right.
your parents.
Yeah.
And
Right.
even when you did dirt in the street,
Yeah.
and Miss Williams coming by, you stop what you're doing. You say, hello, Miss Williams, how you doing?
Mhm.
Would you like me to carry your bag? She didn't know what you're doing, but it was
Right.
still that sign of respect.
Mhm.
Or
Now
you didn't
don't
do it
even
in
have
front
that.
of her. Right.
Yeah,
You're not
you don't-
cussing in front of her. Mhm.
No,
Right,
you stop what
right.
you're doing,
Mhm.
Right.
and you make way so she could walk by.
Mm-hmm.
And if she requests something, you do it. That's when you had a community somewhat.
Right. It's sad, man.
Yeah.
Literally sad. Like I told her, I said, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I told her, if you a kid right now, the best thing to do, if you and say the 18 to let's say 16 to maybe 21, keep this man, get to stay in the house and play video games. That's about it. You better be doing that, man, because it's just too
But-
dangerous.
What's
you know-
going to happen? they're gonna do what they used to do. They're gonna form up into groups,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But and also the problem is that's why a lot of these kids are socially awkward. It's like
Mm.
you're sacrificing your child's social skill development for their safety.
Yeah. But you got to now because it's getting real bad, real bad. Now, remember, I told you my friend's brother. He's been out there trying to just hustle and do the delivering food or driving. Been in 4 accidents in less than a year, and none of the claims been paid. I mean, come on now, that's just fucked up.
Mhm.
He said, if I'm not having trouble with the insurance company, I'm having trouble with the police not filing the police reports. I mean, like literally, I'm having trouble getting in touch with insurance. He's
Yeah.
like, he's going to buy a new car next week too because he's like, well, fuck it, I'm not going to have my insurance because their R rates went up, on insurance because the Kia boys been rampant through Cleveland,
Okay.
like rampant. Like literally, it's cops in the Cleveland. They've been like, man, I arrested this dude early, as he was like the first person on my shift.
Hmm.
Took him down to the station after he crashed the car, this, that, and the other. As my last hour in, I arrested the same kid again in another stolen car. Now, how the fuck you catch it? The same kid 2 days, the same day, same shift,
Too
two
expensive.
stolen cars.
Too expensive to hold him. That's what it is.
But you understand what I'm saying? That's just foul. And now like literally, we getting them because I live on a borderline. Like our city's on a borderline. We borderline East Cleveland. And like literally, it's getting so bad that they're coming up in the heights and they're running down, and our cops are just like, ugh, because they don't want to chase them and cause no, because it's like not worth the publicity.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then our city's got a little bit more money, so if anything happened and they sue us,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there, I feel I'm getting ready to bow out.
Yeah, me too.
Same
I gotta
here.
go. I'm gonna go ahead and lay down next to her.
Same here.
Same
I
here, right?
just had some time with Jody. She was telling me about the grandkids and the visit with Carmen, and
Mhm.
yeah, Jody was doing a little bragging.
Okay.
bragging to them about me beating cancer and how I treat her and everything. And
Mhm.
I think Carmen said something to the tune of she's never had that. And I'm like, Carmen, honey, Daddy's here. All right.
All you
You
gotta do
need
is,
Daddy's here.
but not even the fact of that too. But technically, if she's a decent, even female, she probably got one or two men around her. But
Mhm.
they just don't. The men that will treat her like daddy don't don't make your friends. You can't brag on your friends with them type of men. See, they
Right.
want a man that they can treat her like dad treats her, but she can brag about him too.
Hmm.
And, and that's like it's got to be something that she can brag about. And that's the problem with women. I'm like, you got 2 or 3 dudes, beta male oververters, as we should say, that would love that could treat you like that. But y'all
Yeah.
won't date with that guy. He's boring. Well, what the last
He's
time I
lame.
checked,
He's
motherfucker,
lame.
life is boring. What does that mean? You go to work, you come home. That's about it. You got the same routine 5 days a week, and then you
Hmm.
might go on a vacation and stuff twice a year. That's what life is.
Yeah.
It's what it is. You better find some fun stuff. Watch a TV show together that y'all can laugh at. Make jokes between each other. Crack on shit. You got to
Hmm.
make the fun.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's me and Jody every day of the week.
Right. You see, me and Annie are like that. I mean, well, literally, we make jokes about the stupidest shit. Like we made
Mhm.
jokes about my car breaking down the other day, talking about what motherfucker, you got all this money and you ain't done shit to me. Fuck you, nigga. Pow. That's what you get. Nah, yeah, nigga. You go. Wait, that's all you spent on me. You only spent $200 on me, and that's how much money. Oh hell, and you was about to get. We just talking. Just to have
Yeah,
fun with the shit.
Jody and I make so many jokes.
Yeah.
Make so many jokes with each other. And I told somebody this earlier today. Jody will hear me use a word like during my live stream, and
Mhm.
she'll just lean in and go, you black. You're not supposed to use that word.
Right.
Ah,
And
Right.
I'll be cracking up laughing because it's the same shit people used to tease me about all the time.
Right. You gotta.
They
I tell you, you gotta have fun about that and
you have
enjoy
to.
life. And every part of enjoying life doesn't require spending the money. You actually have the most fun when you're not spending money. Sometimes I sit up
Hmm.
there, we crack, and you ever when you're sitting there laughing with her, and you damn near cough up a lung, laughing.
Yeah.
You know, you're right.
Oh, oh, please.
Yeah,
Man, there have been so many days Jody and I will have each other in a fit of giggles
right.
over over the little
Dumb as
over the
shit.
littlest things, over the dumbest things. She heard me make the joke one day, I'm a walking oxymoron. My last name is Snow and I'm a black man. You know what Jody does to me? Like
Mhm.
if she knows I'm getting anxious about something or my anxiety is coming on, she'll just sit down, she'll give me a hug and she says, I have to tell you something. And when she says it in that voice, my body's already melting because I know I'm about to laugh out loud.
Mhm.
And then she'll just look at me and go, you know you're a black man, right?
Mhm.
And I fall out.
Mm. Right. You gotta tell. A lot of people don't realize half a life to have a decent life. You just gotta change a mindset
Yes.
more than what. It's not what you do and what you buy and what you possess. It's a
Right.
mindset more than important than anything.
More than anything, it's the
Mhm.
mindset. Let me get on to
Mindset all
bed.
day.
I gotta make sure make sure Jody's comfy. She's been in Indy last 4 hours visiting the grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been up there a bit. She just got
Yeah.
home. She's very
Uh,
tired.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to lay
AB,
down. All right, man.
AB, I love you. I love
mhm.
you, Dre. Thanks to
Mhm.
y'all and the rest of the chat for having me up tonight. I
Uh,
appreciate you.
Yeah, I think I'm about to shut down early because
Yeah,
looks like nobody want to come up. I've been putting the link in the chat, so
I know. Um,
it is what it is.
AB, shoot me your address this week, and I'll get that laptop to you. All right,
Uh,
all right. I love
all
you,
right.
AB. Thanks, man.
Thank y'all for coming through. I'll probably think about doing a stream tomorrow if I have time. You know, get some money for this laptop that so I keep doing content, giving y'all content. But this is AB Media 83, and I'm going to bed. Peace.